Welcome to episode 9 of the Talkin Football with Larlar podcast. I am, of course, your host, AZ Larlar, and we have an absolute packed episode here today because yesterday was the final day of the trade deadline. And so, one of the most important days of the season in the NFL has now come to pass with a lot of mind-boggling trades on my end. So, let's go ahead and dive right in. But of course, as always, we do have a few special guests, and it is actually a full house today. We got Max, Emmett, Brandon, and RBM joining us here today for this episode because we got a lot to talk about.
Episode 9 already?
Yes.
Yes. Season 1, episode 9.
Season 1.
This season been going by too fast.
Yeah.
We are literally halfway.
Yeah, can we? Yeah, we're not only just like over halfway, but we're about to hit double digits because week 10 is upcoming. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching this podcast. Make sure you guys obviously hit that subscribe button. We do these podcast episodes every single Wednesday live on twitch.tv/azlarlar. Then it is up the next day on youtube.com at Larlar Plus. And with that being said, everybody, let's go ahead and dive right into the Pickems recap. How did I do this time around? Well, I didn't do that bad this time, but I went 8-6, so there were a couple, games here that was kind of a miss, but that is perfectly fine. We are now 77 of 57 overall, and the teams that disappointed me in week 9 were the Lions, Colts, Texans, Packers, and the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. So those were all the teams that disappointed me this upcoming week, and we will of course we will end our episode of Talkin Football with Larlar with the Pickems for week 10. So let's go ahead and just talk about this insane trade deadline, because we are actually going to start off with the trade deadline, all the trades at least within the last couple of days that went on. So we're going to start off with all these trades first, and then we will talk about other games. So this trade actually happened last week, but we kind of missed it. I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, I did not put this in my notes, but yeah. Anyways, Keon White to the 49ers. The Patriots are sending Keon White to the Niners. New England gets a 2026 6th round pick for a 2026 7th rounder. And White, who had 5 sacks last season. Interesting trade. I'm not really sure if he was a bad one, but it didn't look like he wasn't playing that terribly. But the thing is, the Patriots also traded safety Kyle Duggar to the Steelers. So New England gets a 2026 6th round pick for a 2026 7th, and Duggar, who had just lost apparently his starting role. So now he resets with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who definitely do need some help. Honestly, really nothing that crazy there. So we're just going to continue to move on. But now let's talk about more trades here that happened on Saturday. So Jair Alexander was traded to the Eagles. Now apparently this man Alexander has not been great at all recently. So I think but the thing is, though, he's going into the Eagles defense, which is already like amazing, so that's going to be a big issue, if I'm being honest. But yeah, Jair Alexander is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Moving on here. Jalen Phillips. Dolphins are sending Jalen Phillips to the Eagles. So another trade for these damn Eagles, guys.
Can't fucking stop them.
Yeah, we really just can't stop them. We really can't. So yeah, I think King said I think last episode at least, that trades were probably most likely going to happen. And well, Jalen Phillips goes, and the Dolphins get a 2026 third-round pick. So not a bad trade compensation, if I'm being honest. But now, once again, the Eagles load up on defense where they really don't need to. But it is what it is. Moving on. Moving on to the next trade. Ravens are trading for Titans edge Draymond Jones. The Ravens are sending a conditional 5th rounder that could potentially become a 4th rounder. So Baltimore's defense, as we know, guys, and Cross, if he was here, he would probably say pretty much the same exact thing. But the Ravens getting Jones here is huge, at least for their defense, especially since they are trying to go on a run here to the playoffs. So, yeah. Moving on. And here's one for Emmett. The Bengals are sending Logan Wilson to the Cowboys. So, did Logan Wilson, oh no, this was yesterday. So, Logan Wilson to the Cowboys, and he also did request a trade recently. So, Emmett, do you have any thoughts in regards to Wilson here? I mean, it's another body for you guys on the defensive end, so...
Oh, I posted that in the document, but I did think this is the Kenneth Murray replacement, even though we traded for him from the Titans. Kenneth Murray has not been doing great, looking lost and just like he can't play coverage. God, man, it's been horrible.
Yeah.
Every time they just get a check down, I don't see Kenneth Murray nowhere. I'm like, where he at?
Yeah.
And I just felt like Logan Wilson's just that another veteran presence, but I feel like he can do a better job, especially with Overshown coming back after the bye. So hopefully them two can get the job done.
Yeah, and at the same time, this is also just another body on the defense that is at least going to be help. So hope this one at least works out for you guys. But of course, we're gonna get into the one later. But anyways, moving on. Jacoby Myers is going to the Jaguars. The Raiders are trading wide receiver Jacoby Myers to the Jacksonville Jaguars in exchange for a 4th and 6th round pick. Multiple teams, including the Steelers and Jaguars, had shown interest in Myers, who is scheduled to become a free agent after his contract expires this season. So I have a question for you guys. Trevor Lawrence obviously has been a little inconsistent. What do you guys think about Myers here now?
Well, Travis Hunter's on IR, so
that is true.
I mean, it's probably just a fill-in just until he comes back, and probably since Brian Thomas has been struggling with drops all season, so I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent.
This doesn't move the needle for me though.
No, I don't think
it
it's gonna
does.
Be a game changer, but
I thought he could have gone.
I mean, he's right. They needed a body, so they had to get somebody.
You said, wait, Max, what'd you say?
I feel like he could have gone somewhere better.
He could.
Yeah.
Honestly,
guess.
I think the Steelers would have been a better spot for him, but it is what it is.
But yeah, Myers was definitely on the trading block because didn't he say that he potentially wanted to be traded like a couple weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah, he wanted to be gone, but the Raiders didn't want to trade him.
Oh yeah, there you go. So there you go. All right, moving on now to the next trade. Diana Rossini also reported saying that the Bills and Steelers. Okay, well, Bills were also apparently interested in Myers. Interesting.
Oh, thank God.
If anything, if he went to the Bills, that could have been interesting because I feel like he would have been immediately wide receiver number 2 or 1, right?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
All right, moving on.
I'd say 2. I don't know who the wide receiver 1 over there is though.
Isn't it Shakir?
Trey Tucker.
Shakir.
Wait, I thought you were talking about the Bills.
Oh, my bad.
We are. Yeah, we are.
The Bills don't really have like a wide receiver 1.
Yeah, Trey Tucker is their number 1, I think. But actually, no. It's Brock Bowers.
But he's a tight.
Yeah, I know he's a tight. I know he's a
hopefully.
tight end, but he's basically kind of also their just like number one option. So,
He's the safety valve, you know.
Schefter also tweeted here saying the Jaguars came into today with a projected 13 picks in the 2026 NFL Draft. They traded a 4th and a 6th to get Jacoby Myers, and they still have 11 picks left. So they got 11 picks in 2026. Kind of interesting there.
They're definitely gonna have a big offseason.
Yeah, I think so too.
What's interesting is they don't have a first round pick next year, though.
Yeah, that is also the other thing that was actually going to mention before we go ahead and continue on. But yeah, they don't have a first round. Now in terms of where that first round didn't go, I might as well go ahead and look it up really quick. Jaguars.
I think it's because of the Travis Hunter trade up.
Oh right,
Oh,
you're
that's
right.
Yeah.
You are absolutely correct in that.
Yeah, so I went to Cleveland. Okay.
Mhm.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Rashid Shaheed. Saints trade Shaheed to the Seahawks. RBM, what are your immediate thoughts with this trade here? So, because you're a Saints fan.
Shaheed, you're in a better place now. Godspeed. We're blowing it up.
Godspeed.
Now, I mean, not only is this like, this is amazing for the Seahawks. It gives Sam Darnold another freaking weapon because Kupp was not playing, right? He's been injured, right?
Kupp's injured, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, this is pretty damn good for the Seahawks, man. They're continuing to load up here, and I feel like they could go on a pretty good run here, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, the trade compensation is that the Seahawks are sending the 4th and 5th round picks for 2026 to the Saints for Shaheed. So that's at least very interesting there. And another Saints trade is that they are trading offensive lineman Trevor Penning to the Chargers. So, and apparently, I think RBM, you said that this guy wasn't that good anyway, but the Chargers need help bad. So, yeah.
Well, he's pretty much a traffic cone. So,
good luck,
Chargers.
Oh boy.
Wow.
When I tell you he's not good, he's not good.
The Saints are trading Penning to the Chargers for a 6th rounder in 2027, so it didn't really do too much.
I'm surprised we even got that for him.
Yeah,
I was thinking we'd get a Happy Meal for him.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So, yep. But now let's get into the nitty gritty of this trade deadline, shall we? Obviously, the main reason as to why I said that is because it focuses on my little team, the New York Jets.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go on a rant for a little bit. So I hope you guys don't interrupt me with this. I will say when I'm done. So not only so how do I start this? I think it's a matter of this. So the Jets not only traded one All-Pro player, they traded 2 All-Pro players away. The Jets traded Sauce Gardner to the Indianapolis Colts, and they also then traded a couple hours later Quinnen Williams to the Dallas Cowboys. So this was an absolute, if I'm being honest with you, shocker. This was very shocking because, one, well, in regards to Quinnen, I feel like his time in New York was probably going to be coming to an end anyway. Plus, his name has been brought up in multiple rumors leading up to the trade deadline. But Sauce being traded was an absolute shock. Because I feel like Sauce was not only the cornerstone of the defense, he was also probably, if clearly not, he was going to be one of the more untouchables along with Garrett Wilson, was he not? But I guess not. They trade him away to the Colts, and then Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys. And the thing is, though, in regards to the trade with Sauce, they traded Sauce away, and the Colts gave up their 2026 first round pick, and the 2027 first round pick. So Sauce Gardner, along with Mitchell, the Colts wide receiver, and 2 first round picks. That is absolutely insane, which kind of basically just answers the question as to what these two teams are doing. One, the Indianapolis Colts are all in. They want to win the Super Bowl right now. They believe in Daniel Jones. And so they went ahead and just said, we're just going to go ahead and get these picks away, trade them to the Jets, and we're going to reap the benefits of it because we got Sauce on our defense now. And that defense for the Colts, really good. And then with Quinnen Williams, I mean, an absolute game wrecker on the defensive line. He's now gone to one of the best players the Jets have had in recent years. And he also gets traded. And for the compensation for that, it's a 2026 second round pick and a 2027 first round pick, which will be finalized after the end of the 2026 season because we are going to be basically be getting the better of the first round pick between either the Cowboys or the Packers. But so that is TBD. But yeah, I was absolutely shocked when Sauce happened. I wasn't as shocked when Quinnen happened, but this basically kind of just tells me that the Jets are not only punting this season, they're kind of almost punting next, and they're hoping that the 2027 quarterback prospects are going to be good. Who knows what this roster is going to be like next October, next November. And I guess also, let me also just paint the picture in regards to where I was when Sauce got traded. Literally, right? I was driving, and my phone was on the stand here, and I see that I get a Twitter notification, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and look at it when, I stop at the stoplight. I stop at the stoplight, and as you guys see here on the tweet shown on screen, the tweet that I saw was this one right here. And it was from Ian Rappaport saying, sources, the Jets are trading Sauce Gardner to the Colts. Blockbuster. And my face when I read this sentence, obviously to the people who are only like listening to it, you guys can't see it, but for the visual people watching this, I literally went, what? Why? What? Sauce? He's untouchable. How is this possible? How come he's getting traded? How come? Because going into this trade deadline day, I was 100% expecting Breece Hall to be traded here, not Sauce. Like, what? So, after a couple minutes and me trying to figure out why the Jets even did this trade, I told myself, as I parked in, I said to myself, the Jets better have gotten at least a first rounder or else I'm going to lose it. And then I obviously read 2 first round picks. 2 first round picks. And add on the compensation from the Quinnen Williams trade. So that means as we look at the future draft picks for the Jets, at least in the first and second round draft rounds, the Jets' future draft picks include the 2026 first rounder, a 2026 first rounder via the Colts, and then another 2026 second rounder, and a 2026 second rounder via the Cowboys, and then 3 first round picks in 2027. That is basically telling me, in terms of what the Jets' direction is going. Aaron Glenn is going to 100, and I've said this so many times over the past couple of episodes, Glenn is not going to get fired. No matter what, like all these fans are saying, Glenn was not going to get fired. No matter what happened. This to me basically is just saying how He is going to be here for the long run, and he's going to build this team the way he wants it. And I think Jets fans have to realize that. I've pretty much come to terms that we are probably going to be ass next year as well. But then again, that is, I just think, something that all Jets fans have to realize nowadays, especially over the past couple of years. We've been bad. No doubt about it. But the thing is, and I think the thing that really sucks about these two being traded were that these two were amazing players for the Jets. So seeing them not in the green and white is really gonna honestly, I was honestly low-key heartbroken, especially when Sauce got traded. Because I remember where I was when both of them got traded to this franchise. I remember Quinnen in 2019 and then Sauce in 2022. I remember where I was. So seeing these two amazing players get traded really breaks my heart. Because it's basically just the prime example of what the Jets franchise has been over the past couple of years. We draft great players, especially in 2022. 2022 was amazing for us. But because we're trading everybody away, it's because we've been ass and we haven't done anything to benefit them. We haven't won anything at all. Which is why they wanted out of this entire operation. And I honestly can't blame them. So, what does this mean for the Jets? I mean, look, we got a bunch of picks now. All I got to say to Darren and Aaron, don't screw it up. Make sure you guys pick who you guys want to pick. Make sure you guys going ahead and make sure that you guys get who you want to get, but also at the same time, you know, don't screw this. Don't screw everybody over, you know, because I was 100% going to expect Breece Hall to get traded yesterday. But that didn't happen. So to end off my rant in regards to this entire trade, let me just go ahead and go through all the tweets. The Colts are trading 2 first-round picks to the Jets for cornerback Sauce Gardner. And Adonai Mitchell is also going to be traded to us from the Colts. So the full trade is that the Colts receive Sauce and the Jets receive 2026 and 2027 first-round picks and A.D. Mitchell. And so then the Cowboys are trading for DT Quinnen Williams, sending a first-round pick and more to the Jets, where basically final compensation is that the Jets got the second rounder this year and first rounder next year, and Mozzie Smith along with him. So the Cowboys going ahead and get Quinnen now. So, again, to, I guess, end off my rant, what I will say is that this really, really sucks as a Jets fan. We're trading away players that I thought were to be cornerstones for this entire roster, but unfortunately, because of how bad and terrible we were, we honestly don't deserve them. It's better for them to actually go somewhere else to play better and potentially compete for a championship. And look at Sauce. That man, as people were saying, that man woke up 1-7 and now he's 7-2. And one of the biggest things for me is that I'm really going to miss these two. But this really, really, really sucks on every single level. Because I was, again, as I mentioned before, I was shocked when Sauce got traded. Absolutely shocked. But we got a haul out of it. That's the thing, though. The NFL is a business. Everybody knows that. But this is the main reason why I'm not ever going to go ahead and buy any sort of NFL jersey ever again until we actually get somebody who is going to be the cornerstone of the franchise. So, yeah. But yeah, to end everything off, this really sucks, but hope they go ahead and prove themselves and win something. But we now have the answer as to what the Jets are basically doing for the rest of the season and pretty much next. We're punting on the rest, and we're just hoping that we build through the rookies off of the draft. So, I will now give the floor to you guys. So when you guys saw these trade notifications happen, what were your first thoughts when things happened here?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I had to do a double take, and I was like, "Why is Sauce getting traded? Like, y'all just signed him to a $120.4 million contract."
That's also the thing. I probably should have said that, but that's also the thing that also really confused me. Why are we trading a guy who we just signed a contract extension with in July, and we're just trading him away? But
Right.
according to Darren and Aaron, it was basically just a whole thing of, well, it was an offer we couldn't refuse.
Well, that, and I did see that the Colts are picking up his full contract, so that way y'all aren't gonna spend anything on him, including the remainder of the season. The Colts are paying for that. But I was like, 2 first round picks. You don't see that nowadays. Barely. I mean, the last player that was traded for 2 first rounders and a player was Michael Parsons. But prior to that, I can't think of anybody else who was traded for that much. So I was like, and if you're looking at the Colts side, they are they are starting to get depleted in the cornerbacks. So with Ward, going down with the whole morning warm up thing and all that, so that's how you know the Colts want to win now. And that's how you know with the Jets, they're like, yo, we're gonna, like the Larlar said, it's like we're gonna give up on the season and we're just gonna rack up these picks. And honestly, it's just telling me that the Jets are going to be in the QB market right now, whether it's this year or next year, or they're going to use it to trade during the draft. Like, I don't know about that. Now, the Quentin Williams thing, I mean, I would say I'm less shocked about that one because I know it's been like some time where his name would pop in and out. To the Cowboys, obviously stopping the run is the number one issue right now on that defense. So having another run stopper is efficient there because Quentin Williams is well known for that. And a first and a second for Quentin Williams sounds about right. So I don't question about that. And the whole Brees Hall thing. So alleged, I know we'll probably talk about this later, but I am surprised that he didn't go. Garrett Wilson, I knew he was gonna stay. I wouldn't see the Jets move on from him, but yeah. Other than that, it just shows that the Colts are winning now. Jets are kind of sadly blowing it up. So yeah.
They're tearing apart the entire regime that was previously, and it's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It's crazy, but I think it has to be done.
Yeah.
Because like you
Yeah,
said
I'm not.
earlier,
Oh, I was.
like you said earlier, Aaron Glenn's gonna want like a team in his vision.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't
unfortunately,
gonna. I wasn't gonna go ahead and disagree with that at all. It's definitely a heavy price to pay. Which, once again, it sucks that we're getting rid of all these great, amazing players. But if we want to
yeah,
help try to build the future, then what has to be done has to be done. It just sucks that it has to be this way. So
yeah,
yeah,
it sucks. Y'all are having to rebuild
again,
again.
you know.
But honestly, when I saw Sauce getting traded, I was like, honestly, I'm kind of not surprised. If anything, I was thinking y'all would have done it in the off season and not pay him. That way, let some other team spend their cap space to pay him. But to the Colts, they already had a good secondary, and that secondary just got even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I say that, but then I think that game against Pittsburgh last week, and we'll talk about it later, kind of exposed. Oh shit, we need a shutdown. We need another shutdown corner. Let's go get Sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Quinnen Williams, I'm not surprised about that trade because he's been wanting to be traded, so he got his wish, and y'all got some decent returns for your players. I'm not gonna hold you.
No, we did. Yeah, we did.
So
I just was not expecting this at all. Like,
Oh no, I agree. And the fact that y'all are not going to have dead cap on Sauce is that's a W in my book.
That's a big game changer right
there
there.
there was something else that was also mentioned of how the one of the main things that the Jets actually did really well in is the fact that the dead cap here, but I think what Darren Muji and Aaron Glenn realized is that the whole contract with Aaron Rodgers is basically the big no-no as to why we're doing this entire thing. So, because I'm pretty sure that there's something in regards to like the dead cap or something and whatnot. I completely forgot what it was, but it was also just like, well, we realized that the whole Aaron Rodgers thing didn't go well, so we unfortunately have to pay the price not only this year but also next. So, yeah.
I know too. I know all too well about massive dead caps, so I get it.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts in regards to these trades here at all?
Sauce Gardner and Michael Pittman, Cincinnati boys, getting back together. But nah, I mean, look, man. I also think to RBN's point with the shutdown corner thing, I think if you look at the remaining Colts schedule, there's a lot of like dual threat wide receivers. So I think another thing is like they want to have one guy on one side and another guy that can also shut down, which is probably another reason why they picked up Sauce there. But I guarantee you, if the Jets weren't going to get 2 firsts for Sauce, he wasn't going to get traded. So,
Absolutely.
because
That,
it's
So what I think Peter Schrager said this on Pat's show. But yeah, Sauce was basically like not in any sort of conversation. It wasn't until like a day or two ago where his name was finally mentioned. And then I guess Chris Ballard in that entire front office basically just said, "Man, fuck it, bro. Like, look at our team right now. We are 7-2, and we have a potential team to just go ahead and win the Super Bowl right here, right now, if they really wanted to." And honestly, you kind of have to respect it, because no matter what, however this trade actually like goes, whether who like quote unquote wins or who loses or whatnot, I think both teams do definitely benefit off of the fact that, well, the Colts are getting Sauce, and then, well, the Jets are getting future draft picks to potentially get not only a great player, or they could potentially package these picks for an amazing player. I don't know. So
that's only if the Colts, go far.
Yeah.
Then I would say that's a win in the trade.
Basically, and if I'm being honest, they need to win this Super Bowl this year in order for them to,
Which I don't.
It's tough. It's tough. I'll say that much. But I mean, if they can rebound from the Pittsburgh game, which we will go into later, then there you go. So.
Yep.
Any other thoughts before we move on to the actual slate itself? Because we definitely do have to move on here.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's move on. Let's get it.
All right. So. Oh, man, I can't believe that they're gone, dude. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm not going to go over the entire, trade deadline, every single trade, but yeah, this was a pretty decent trade deadline, at least from the ones that I remember. So
in recent years,
yeah. So, the first game here that we have is, once again, we're obviously going ahead and get the blowout games out of the way. We'll see if King is available to potentially talk about his Dolphins, but as of right now, he's not in here, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. The Ravens beat the hell out of the Dolphins, guys, and Lamar returns, and King is here, so perfect. Hello, King.
How y'all doing?
Oh, we just talked about the Jets trade, so...
I'm depressed.
Okay, how y'all fleeced the Colts like that.
Well, I don't know about fleeced, but
How many first round picks you get?
Sauce we got 2, and then Dallas we got 1 for 27.
1 in a second. Anyway.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about the Dolphins here. So, the game was embarrassing as all hell. The thing that's was so frustrating is that we should have been up probably 17-7 at the end of the first half, but because of a fumble, because of a blown call.
Oh yeah, there were a lot of calls.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad call. I know what you're talking about.
That the absolute bullshit. Like, FBI, get the fuck into investigating on that bullshit ass call. But yeah, a fumble, a bullshit call, and a missed field goal resulted in an absolutely just sad first half, and then the second half was just embarrassing. Like we just got. I think because of the momentum absolutely crushed in the first half, the second half was just abysmal. So I think this was a good shut the book on the season, start selling. I wish they would have sold a bit more. Like we did, like we traded off Jalen Phillips. We got a third for him. Honestly, I'm actually really happy we got a third for him, even if it wasn't. If it's it's going to be a late third, like more relative to a fourth, but we're getting a late third. I don't mind paying for the contract to keep the third, so I'm actually happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we would have sold a bit more. Like we don't need Minkah Fitzpatrick on the team. We don't need Judon. We don't need Bradley Chubb. Like we should have been selling more. Yeah, but Chris Grier's gone. I'm so happy.
Yeah, we were gonna mention it later, but yeah, Chris Grier is gone. So
finally gone. And I'm sorry. First thing I want to talk about is the stupidity of Stephen A. Smith. Be like, hey, yo, all you've done is fire the black man. And I was like, I'm sorry. He's the longest tenured GM without a playoff win. How he still had a job was a miracle in and of itself.
Yeah.
Like I like he needed to go. And when you look at just like the quality of our first round picks the past couple of years, they're embarrassing. Like Kenneth Grant is one of the worst defensive tackles in the league. Our second rounder, I can't freaking pronounce his name because I'm just bad with the Pacific Islander names, but he's the worst guard in the league. Like it.
Yep.
Like we needed a change. And I don't mind keeping McDaniel around. I really don't. Like I kind of want to see because when you build a shit team, it's kind of hard to say, "Oh yeah, let's just run whatever you want with the shit team." Like, yeah, it's just going to be I don't know.
Well, at least you're free from Grier now. So
yeah.
Now at this point,
I'm glad
you just gotta hire somebody better now over the off season. So
easier said than done, but
we'll
at
see.
This point, I'm just happy for some sort of a change. I really am.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Yeah. Question is, what are we gonna do? Like, I hope if we keep on this trend, we'll have a top 5 pick. I'm hoping that we don't pick up quarterback. I know that everybody's saying, "Oh my God, we got to pick up a quarterback." It's like, no, we can't have a quarterback. And not because I believe in Tua. Let me be clear on that, but because Tua's contract is a fucking crutch.
And Albatross.
We might as
let's build
up. Yeah, build up our team, and then when we can get out of Tua's contract, then we can find a quarterback.
Yep.
Like that's just how it's going to be. Is like build up our secondary that's absolute butt cheeks, build up our O-line.
Andy said in the chat here, would it be a big dead money cap hit if they moved on from him right now? I would assume.
Oh my
so.
god, it's like it would be one of the biggest cap hits. Like it would be Russell Wilson level cap hits.
Oh god, yeah, no.
Like I think it's almost $100 million, or I think it's like closer to 90. It would be like a $90 million cap hit because, like, it's 2025. Like did his 5th-year option, and so his contract I don't even think starts until next year. It either starts this year or next year, and that's it starts next year. The 3-year $55 million extension that starts next year. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
It starts next year, yeah.
Yeah, so you're basically cutting all of his contract. Like that'd be a huge freaking hit.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
Well, any other thoughts here at all?
I'm glad we still have Waddle. I think you got to have some. You have to have some, and I think keeping Waddle around, even if he is expensive, because we're gonna be losing Tyreek at the end of the season. Keeping Achane around is good, just because I just want a solid running back. But I think we could have been bigger sellers on the defensive side. I don't think we needed to keep Bradley Chubb around. We didn't need to keep Minka. We definitely didn't need to keep Judon. I just don't think anybody wanted Judon.
Yeah, as of right now, Jets would be 3 and Miami would be 4. So,
yep.
When we face off against each other in the next couple of weeks here, it's going to be absolute garbage. Can't wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I think we got to look forward to a bigger toilet bowl in the Madrid game against Washington, where Marcus Mariota led. The Marcus Mariota led Commanders are gonna have to battle it out.
Yeah.
Oh wait, who do they face?
Next up's Lions. So.
No, the Berlin game, or wait.
No,
the Berlin
game? The Madrid game in 2 weeks.
Or the Madrid game. Who was that?
The next.
The Dolphins Commanders.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a bigger toilet bowl.
That's a low.
That's just gonna be ass.
Yeah.
Because that one's gonna be that's a standalone game.
Yeah, I feel bad for Madrid.
Maybe it'll be a shootout because we both don't have defenses. You know, hold on now.
True, and our defense is so much worse. It actually might make it's gonna make Bill cry. You're gonna be Big Bill going to have a fun game there.
Yeah, start him. You know, whoever has fantasy is Bill. Start that against the Dolphins.
All right.
Start Jalen Waddle too.
Yeah, I got you.
We do have to move on soon, but anything else, King, here? Or is that it?
No, looking forward to next season. 2026, y'all. 2026. That's going to be something else.
Yes, sir, bro. Just like me for real, bro.
He's also just
I feel like half the teams in the league right now are just kind of in this kind of looking forward to next season because these injuries have been killing them, and obviously the teams just suck.
Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah, nigga.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. See you, King.
King.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to the next game.
I was actually going to talk about the Ravens for a little bit.
All right, yeah, just be quick about it.
Are the Ravens back?
No.
We need to see more, bro. We need to see more out of them.
I know.
That nigga Lamar about to bring that shit all the way back up to a winning season and go to the playoffs and then.
We need to.
But I will say Lamar did look. I will say Lamar did look good in his return. So.
He did look good, but I need to see more, bro. They're what 3-5 now. 3-5, yeah. They still need to rack up a couple more wins here for me to even consider them. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to our next game, and let's just be quick about this next game here. Well, we got the Rams blowing out the Saints in LA, 34-10. RBM, anything quick here to talk about your Saints, or just nothing?
Oh, it's gonna be quick because there's next to nothing to talk about.
Jeez.
I mean, Tyler Shuck was a rookie. What did we think he was gonna do?
Well,
Nothing. And he got a touchdown at like what?
The
The end of the first half? What else did he do? Nothing. What did the Rams do? What they should have done?
Blown the shit
Blow
out
us
of
the
them.
fuck out.
Yup.
I mean, they say SoFi Stadium's in Inglewood, right?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
The way that shit looked, we might as well have been in Compton. Because my God, we got.
Oh
murked.
man.
Oh my goodness.
That's all. Rams, congrats on your glorified bye week. Have fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Andy
We'll
said
see you in
it.
Carolina next week.
Andy said in the chat, as I said, RBM, our game next month will have huge draft implications. Oh boy.
Oh, that's gonna be super tankful. I'm calling it out. That is super tankful.
All right, let's move on to the next game here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I'm very curious as to how this man is feeling. So, yep. The Seahawks absolutely decimated the Commanders in Washington, D.C. or in Maryland. Max, I know you said earlier that you're right now currently numb to this all, but what are there any other thoughts with this Commanders team? Jaden Daniels going down, Sam Darnold absolutely cooking you guys in the first half.
Luke McCaffrey out for the
You just
season.
don't light up at all, do you? Huh? Like,
I'm sorry, man. It's just the facts, bro. Because that man, Sam Darnold, guys, we have to realize the fact that Sam Darnold is looking like a potential MVP candidate out there. That man was was perfect in the first half. He had 282 yards, bro, and 4 touchdown passes. That is nuts. But anyways, your thoughts here.
You know, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
I knew we would lose. I just didn't think we would lose the players along with it, with the score. But I'm just numb at this point, you know. And blown out by the fucking Cowgirls and shit, and then going to fucking the Chiefs and shit, losing there, and then just getting blown out. Literally, my dad called it the Sunday Night Massacre. We just fucking lost. We fucking lost. We lost straight up. I don't know. Something needs to change in this offseason. People's heads needs to roll, bro. People need to be fired. I don't know. I don't know how many people we can fire, but I was talking crazy on Sunday. I was like, we need to fire everybody from the cafeteria to the strength training to everybody, bro. Because this fucking team, bro, I've come to terms that we just had an easier schedule last season because, well, we were last fucking place. No. I think Josh for last. I don't know. Either way, we're not in a good place. But, so the just, you know, I don't know, bro. It was sad. Jaden's fucking out. It's this close to killing myself because holy shit. And it's insane how we both went against the Seahawks. And both times I had to see my quarterback break something on the exact same line, the exact same down, and the exact same type of injury of something going the wrong way. This shit is insane, bro.
In the exact same stadium, too.
Exact same stadium, too. So, honestly, right now, I'm just watching on pure vibes. I don't give a fuck what happens in our games at this point. All I know is I want it to be 2026 so I can see what this team is with Joe Witt fired and on an entire different team. Dan Quinn he'll still be there. I don't know, making sure picking his guys to make a better team. And Cliff, I don't know where Cliff gonna be. He probably gonna be gone too. We need an defensive coordinator eventually soon. But either way, people need to be fired and things need to get the wheels turning next season. Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna still watch the team either way. But still, if it doesn't, I will not be a happy camper.
I also think your defense needs to get younger because you do have the oldest defense in the league.
Yeah, an average of 37 years old, which is insane.
Anything. Also, before I end it off, Jaden and Marshawn Lattimore and Luke McCaffrey, I'm hoping a very speedy recovery for all three of you, even though it said probably season ending. So I still hope a speedy recovery for you nonetheless.
That's
but even
crazy.
then, y'all didn't really have to be, at this point we were already down and failing and shit. So what was the point?
And
of,
Frankie Louvu
losing y'all
suspended.
to that's some bullshit, by the way, but I'm not going to get into that because not like my quarterback's been hip dropped every single time, but whatever, man. But yeah, I'm as angry as I sounded, I'm still pretty numb. I don't know.
And that's what
Things
this
need to
podcast for.
happen,
Let it
bro.
out.
Things need to happen, bro. Some people need to be fired, and Joe Witt is one of them. I just don't know when it will be, but he needs to be fired. And that entire defense, bro. At this point, just get rid of everybody. What can we lose?
Oh.
It wouldn't make a fucking difference at this point. I love Wagner, but he can go. I love fucking Zach Ertz. He can go. I fucking love all you. We need a younger team and a better team because at this point we're wasting Jaden's career in year 2, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want that man to be cresting the trade like Terry. Terry, honestly, no, I'm not gonna say he can go, but he's gonna up there for me. But yeah, bro,
All I'm gonna say is be glad Jaden Daniels is not getting RG3'd.
Exactly, yeah, that's true. I already knew he wasn't RG3. He went to the NFC Championship, but this man, It was not a fun time on Sunday.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. As I'm not a Commanders fan in the slightest, but you're one of my good friends. It really sucks when you compare the Commanders team of this season and you compare how they were doing now at this point last season. It's a completely different story, and it's so crazy to think about. Like, I honestly kind of feel bad because y'all don't deserve this. And Jaden is a great quarterback. So I really hope that at some point y'all do turn it around somehow, some way. But clearly this year is not going to be the year. So
yeah, bro. It's not fun. It's not fun at all.
Does,
but we keep our head up high and just keep going. But,
yep. Does anyone else have any final thoughts here before we continue on? I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this again right now. Sam Darnold is just an absolute beast. So
them adding Rashid Shaheed is kind of unfair, but I mean,
Well, all I'm gonna say about the Seahawks is y'all put belt to ass.
I will say with the Seahawks though, I'm surprised they did not trade away one of their corners. Like Tariq Woolen was a hot name on the trade deadline. So I mean,
for what I heard about Reek Woolen, apparently they didn't like what teams were offering for him, so they chose to hold serve.
Gotcha. And yeah, with the Commanders, man, that sucks. That sucks. I mean, I'm curious to see how Marcus Mariota is going to do. But now Debo's going to have to step up. Chris Moore's going to have to step up.
And this whole team needs to step up and stop having their head in their asses. But that's for
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
All right. It's okay. All right. Andy said, I think Max has an owner this time around that gives a damn about the team being good forward, in my opinion. Yeah.
That is true.
Exactly.
That is very true. Yes.
Yeah, good thinking there, Andy. Honestly, I very much agree with you. Very much agree.
If it was Dan Snyder, he would have not cared.
If it was Dan Snyder, he would have tried to fucking. It would have already been worse, honestly.
God.
But he's not here. But yeah, we have the owner, so we're gonna be good. Hopefully, I hope going into this future. But
and last thing, Lala, real quick. Yeah, last thing too, real quick. Dan Quinn should have not even kept his starters out, getting blown out 31-7.
Yeah,
I don't know why he did that.
You see, unfortunately,
I know he admitted that, but that was still not a good look.
Yeah, it was not at all because they were what it was basically 26 or 28-6 when he got injured, right? So
I think 31-7.
It was
31.
It was 38-7.
38-7. Yeah, even worse.
Even still. Oh, it's so funny. I was thinking about the Dolphins score. Oops. But yeah, it's still very much very sucks. But yeah, as Andy said in the chat, the game was basically out of reach when that all happened. So
Right.
Yeah.
yep. All right. Let's move on to the next game here, and let's talk about another NFC team that, we're getting into the ones now that are close, and this was actually a pretty decent week of NFL games. But once again, talking about a defense that is absolute Swiss cheese, the Bears. Loveland carries the Bears to a win over the Bengals in a crazy game. 47-42. Guys, the Bengals, the Bears basically had no business winning this game because the Bengals basically came back all the way, got the onside kick as well. And as Andy said it, he said that game was wild to watch in the red zone. I was away, so I couldn't unfortunately see what was going on. But the thing is, though, Loveland goes 58-yard touchdown to go all the way, score a touchdown, 47-42, and it basically wastes Joe Flacco's amazing day, which was 31 of 47 for 470 yards and 4 touchdown passes, got 2 picks, but still, Loveland came away with it for a touchdown, and it just continues to just show how terrible the Bengals defense really is. And here's another stat here from Ari Mirov. He says, Bengals are the first team since the 1960s to score 38-plus points in back-to-back games and lose both of them. And Jamar Chase walking to the locker room, he was not happy at all. He literally kept saying to himself, one fucking stop. And the Bengals defense could not do jack shit. So, with that
Chase Brown wasn't even matter.
Yep. So with that being said, as Zach Taylor says, and now every Bengals fan is basically calling on Zach Taylor to get fired, but he basically said how no staff changes are coming on defense. Says Al Golden is working like crazy. Quote, trust in him, trust in the staff. Brother, you guys are 3-6. I don't fucking see what you're talking about here. But just know your ass is getting canned at the end of this season. And as Andy says here, before I give it to y'all, he says, you know how ass their defense is when they gave up all those points to our lousy football team, Larlar, LMAO. Yup, I agree. But anyways, what are you guys' thoughts about this game here? And the Bears, look, I have 47 points, kind of crazy. Their offense is clicking, but their defense needs to be a little, it needs to be better here because you cannot be giving up 42 points in a game. But they are 5-3. I was just gonna say, but they are 5-3 though, and with the Packers loss, they're very close now.
Oh, their defense sucks.
NFC North looking like a dogfight.
Yeah.
But like as I was gonna say, when you're going up against like the worst defense in the league, it's easy to look amazing, right?
True.
This Bengals loss is, like I said with the Jets last week, this Bengals loss lays solely on the defense's feet. Because Joe Flacco tried his damnedest. I mean, he had a career day. 470 yards? Who the fuck is thinking Joe Flacco is throwing for 470 yards? Not me. I didn't think he could get past 350.
I think it was his first 400 game, right?
I was just about to say, that's
insane.
in my mind. That's his first ever 400-yard game.
Yup.
Crazy. And I'll say this too. This is what happens when the Bengals spend so much money on the offense. That's the defense you get. That's just simply the defense you get. Granted, T and Jamar are balling, so at least that's working on the offensive side. But boy, if you tell me if there is one game that represents the Bengals defense, it is that one. It is exactly that one.
I think it's safe to say that if you're going up against this Swiss cheese Bengals defense, it don't matter which quarterback it is, that quarterback's going to have a career day.
A career day.
All I'm going to say is the fucking Jets won that game, all right? The Jets also won that game. I know we're going back to last week, but the Jets fucking won that game, and we were literally dog shit with that offense, especially going into that week. Absolute
And here's another thing, though. Shamar Stewart is really looking bad. Like, he is not living up to his potential right now at all.
There was something that I saw. I think there was like a stat line somewhere that apparently this motherfucker only has 2 tackles the entire season.
The entire season. And people are like, so this was the guy that was holding out?
Yeah, now he looks like a dumbass. Like,
he looks really bad. And now you got half of the defense asking for trades, like, yo, get me out of here.
Yep.
So, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to fix with this freaking defense.
What's up, Lazy Low? How's it going, man?
So
the Bengals literally got no money to fix it. They got no money.
They don't. Like, they invested all of their capital in like 4 players.
Yeah.
Well,
but yeah, Shamar Stewart looks like he's just quiet quitting the season.
Yep.
The rest of that defense doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
I was gonna say, can we shift the talk to the Bears though? At least.
Yeah, we can talk about the Bears.
What are our thoughts with the Bears here now? They're 5-3.
Ben Johnson's looking real well. I mean, Ben Johnson's, this is looking good. I mean, Caleb is still making some iffy decisions, but that last drive just proved why he was the number 1 overall pick. That last drive truly proved that when it comes to the big moments, he can get it done. That Bears defense is also a little concerning. Not gonna lie. So I still want to see them tighten up. I do know they did trade for the defensive end. I can't think of his name right now. From Cleveland, but they did get him, and he's a pretty decent player. But yeah, Ben Johnson's cooking. I got to give it to him in this tough NFC North battle. They got a chance.
Bears are definitely cooking on offense. Defense, yeah, I agree. They need to tighten up, but I'll be perfectly honest. That Bengals offense is so hard to stop.
Yeah, bro, they let Caleb Williams have 2 receiving touchdown and a 20-yard receiving reception. So,
yeah, that Philly special he did, that was fucking.
Yeah,
crazy.
that was nuts. That was nuts.
So, do we call that the Chicago deep dish?
The Chicago special I've been seeing on Twitter. So,
but yeah, Lazy Low, to answer your question, the Bengals are 3-6 at the moment.
Not looking good.
Yeah, it's not looking great.
Watch.
Let's move on though. Any other final thoughts here?
The one thing with the Bengals, Larlar, they're lucky that the AFC North this year is not looking good at all. That's the one outside they got.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they're very lucky. They're very lucky because let's say, for example, like they could actually like still get out a couple wins here, like they could potentially go on a run, but I don't think they're gonna do that. Because
somebody's got to win that division.
Somebody has to. And the Steelers are definitely the forefront right now, but let's move on. Moving on now to the next game here. And well, if only Mac was here, but we have to talk about how the Vikings won in Detroit 27-24, and this was JJ McCarthy's first game in a while, and he absolutely smokes the Lions. Guys, very interesting game here. McCarthy didn't have that great of a game, but he did literally enough to the point where he got where the Vikings got 7-24, and it's crazy because Goff also did not have Goff had a great day, but the thing is, Sonic and Knuckles, guys, they got shut down. Montgomery only had 40 yards rushing, and Gibbs only had 25. So,
whoa,
yeah, man, yeah. While Montgomery did have the 1 rushing touchdown, still though they only had a combined 65 rushing yards, and Montgomery had a lost fumble. So, what are our thoughts here? Because now this is JJ's team. Carson Wentz is not coming back, so the Vikings are definitely going to be very interesting here. They are 4-4. What do we think about the Vikings here?
We gotta stop sleeping on that Vikings defense.
I agree. I very much agree.
Yeah.
They just showcased how to stop the run.
Yep.
Now, stopping Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and all them. Easier said than done. But this Vikings defense, they got the job done.
Yep.
And the Vikings
Yeah,
offense, that one-handed touchdown grab by Justin Jefferson,
Yes, sir.
amazing, immaculate.
yeah. I mean, I was looking at the stats here. JJ McCarthy, 14 for 25. I mean, he didn't 5 sacks. I mean, he didn't do the greatest, but he showed up and when it was the big time, right? Which is what you need. And I know the Lions were trying to come back last minute, but they couldn't get it done. I know Robertson was like barking at Jefferson all game. Because he was like he trying to lock him down, but Jefferson got him. But let me tell you, man, that Jalen Naylor's only one catch of the game literally sealed him the game. So so that solidified it. But yeah, you're right, RBM. That Vikings defense, the fact you shut down both Montgomery and Gibbs to less than 50 yards each is insane. So
I will
you might as well call that defense Dr. Eggman.
I will say, the Detroit Lions secondary is banged up right now. So
it is, but they brought back Branch and Arnold. So
yeah, that is true. Arnold did return in this game here. So yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
defense for the Vikings won this game.
Yeah.
So I guess. All right, should we be concerned about the Lions here, or?
I wouldn't be.
I'm gonna
They
say
got a bye
no
next week against the Commanders.
I'm gonna
so-
say no. I'm gonna say no for this. Honestly.
No, it's I mean, whenever you have a division battle like that, and plus JJ McCarthy's first game back, he had a chip on his shoulder. He wanted to prove well. So I don't think we're worried about the Lions. Honestly, like you said, they're banged up a little bit, but I would definitely keep that. It's just the NFC North division battle, man. You cannot let up. So yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next game here. Oh boy. Yeah. Well, I think it was probably upset of the week because we have to talk about the other NFC North team, and the Panthers upset the Packers 16-13
in Lambeau.
In Lambeau. Brandon, you have to take care of this one. What is going on with the Panthers here, bro? They are 5-4 now.
What is happening?
Let me tell you, man, we got the same record as the Chiefs. That dynasty is over. So step your ass to the side, Chiefs. We're here.
Whoa.
All right, let me be for real. Let me be for real. So I'm not gonna lie. All of Panther Nation was expecting to lose this game. We're like, hey, Bryce is back. If we can be competitive at Lambeau, we're cool with it, right? The reason why I think it's not about how did the Panthers win. I think it's more about how did the Packers lost in this game, for example. Because when it came to the Packers, I'm gonna talk about the Packers first. When it came to the Packers like offense, man, they
look so bad. Jordan Love looked terrible.
That was the worst they looked all year in terms of what they had going on.
He looked so bad.
Jordan Love was 26 for 37, 1 sack, but he was making some throws, man, that I was like, whoa, what is he doing? What is he doing? Like, there was this one play where where Mike Jackson really should have had an interception. That's probably one of the worst interception drops of all time, in my opinion. Just dancing around, and he just throws it to the right end zone when no one was there. Like, he's so lucky Mike Jack didn't catch that for a pick six.
His hands are just for decoration.
Right, and then he threw one in triple coverage, which was intercepted by Morg. But I was like, man, like Jordan, I was like, come on, man. I mean, Josh Jacobs almost had a buck in terms of yards. I mean, Christian Watson was kind of cooking us a little bit. And so is Romeo Dobbs. But the reason why we won this game is because of time possession. That's literally the reason why we won, because of time possession, man. Because let me tell you, Bryce Young did not have a good game. I'll tell you that. He was 11 for 20, 102 yards, 1 interception. But the reason why Bryce Young still did well is because now I'm starting to see this as a Panthers fan. I know the last couple of podcasts, I'm like, why are we going so conservative? I'm now starting to see we're trying to control the clock more rather than us trying to score. And I guess it took a while for us to kind of recognize it. But I think this weekend is like, okay, we see it now. Rico Dowdle still. It finally took a while for, the team to realize that he's starter, 25 for 130 yards, right? That's kind of the thing there of all that. But that's literally the reason why we won is because that whole last drive was literally based off of, the just us carrying the ball. I mean, the fact that Bryce was just very smooth with it, not turning it over. He did have one pick, but like not turning it over in the last possession. And man, our rookie Ryan Fitzgerald, bro, he is insane. Like insane. The reason why we won this game because of that kick. And let me tell you something, man. As much as we won, we need to talk about the refs. Because why so Rico Dowdle said today he got fined for his 2-pump celebration.
Yeah, he did.
Right? He said he got fined for that. It's 3 pumps, right? You get penalized. We all understand that.
Yep.
Clearly, he did it twice, and he got fined. Oh, we gotta talk about that. But all in all, we are super super ecstatic that we got this win in Lambeau. I think Dave Canales. I know I said like, yo, I don't know what Dave Canales is doing. The players love him, and I think now the fan base is starting to gravitate more and more because we do want him to succeed. We just don't understand sometimes what we're calling, but the fact that we kind of see now what we're trying to do is starting to make a lot more sense now. He has the team, the players love him. We now see why we're trying to go conservative mode all the time. Granted, I don't think it should be that way all the time. I do think we need to be aggressive at some points, but I see why we did it against Green Bay there. So all in all, very happy about this win. And we got some really, really good momentum going forward. So stoked about that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I concerned about the Packers. I don't think you if the Packers are serious, they win this game. But they didn't. So, if I'm kind of concerned about them at the moment. But the fact that the Panthers went in to pretty much one of the toughest stadiums to go ahead and win away, kind of crazy.
We weren't supposed to win that game.
Very impressive, if I'm being honest, because I feel like the Panthers also should not be 5-4 right now. Just being completely honest.
We really shouldn't. But I mean, the way we're winning is really not the way most NFL teams are supposed to win, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But poor Tucker Kraft, dude.
Oh yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
I was gonna mention it later on, but yeah, that is a big tough blow for the Packers offense.
I hate that. I hate that a lot. And it was based off of friendly fire too, which sucks even more. And his birthday was the next day after he got injured.
And he had surgery on his birthday. That's
tough. And Jordan Love lost on his birthday, so not a lot of good birthdays in Green Bay.
Damn, that sucks. All right.
Damn.
Let's move on to the next game here. So this one, unfortunately, I didn't really watch much of this game because during the Sunday I was kind of busy. But Broncos escape Houston with a win over the Texans, 18-15. Stroud did leave with a concussion, and he has been ruled out for next week, by the way, just saying. But the Broncos win it, and they are now 7-2, leading the AFC West. What are our thoughts with this game here? Because this was a very weird game, because if I'm looking at the recap here, so Texans were up 12-7 at one point, which is kind of crazy. And then the Broncos scored a touchdown, tied at 15, and then they got the field goal. So, what are our thoughts? Because Bo Nix here, honestly, didn't really that much great stat line. This 18 of 37 for 173 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. So the Texans defense did actually pretty damn good here. It's just that, like, Stroud went down, and so Davis Mills had to go in. So, what are our thoughts with this team here? Because the Texans are kind of, oh boy, it sucks because they're 3-5 now, and they honestly really needed this win too. But now it's not looking great for them.
Yeah.
Stroud, no.
And the
Yeah,
Broncos,
CJ, no.
yeah, I was gonna say the Broncos win here. Yeah, they did win, but it was very ugly.
I was
So,
honestly gonna say, like, I think the Broncos would have won this one even if CJ didn't get knocked out. Because let's be real, that O line for the that O line for the Texans is just dog water.
yep,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree.
So, yeah, it was ugly, and I mean, Larlar, you weren't the only one. I was gonna say this during my segment, but I just kind of forgot to. I also didn't watch a whole lot of games Sunday. In fact, I had to like catch up on highlights the past 2 days
Yeah,
so that I can even talk about games on this podcast for this week. This one was ugly, yeah.
Lazy
Yeah,
Low.
Bo Nix had a terrible. Bo Nix did not have a good game at all.
Yeah, he
He was
did
18
not.
for 37, 173.
He was.
He did not. Lazy Low, by the way, historically the NFL last week was like historically bad in terms of like games because almost every single game was a blowout. This week was way better. So
This week was a lot better.
yeah, I don't really have much to add on to this game here. Only because, yeah, again, like I didn't really watch much of it, but Stroud going down is going to have huge implications since he can't go play this upcoming week. But
Yeah.
in terms of the
He was
Broncos,
just starting to have momentum.
in terms of the Broncos, man, like they are 7-2, and they are getting through these games pretty freaking gritty. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm very interested to see if they can keep this up despite winning these games ugly. So
You know what this is giving me, Larlar?
what?
This is giving me 2024 Chiefs vibes.
I
The way they're winning these ugly ass games.
mean, that's not out of the realm.
It's definitely giving me 24 Chiefs vibes.
I mean, they're gonna get a free win on Thursday night anyway, so it don't matter.
That is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I mean, but yeah. Any other thoughts, or are we good?
No, not really.
Yeah, there wasn't much from this game, honestly.
All right, sounds good. Let's move on then, because we are now going to shift over to the other AFC team with the same exact record. This team that I absolutely hate their guts, but the Patriots win their game because the Falcons kicker could not hit an extra point. So the Patriots win 24-23. Drake May still absolutely cooking. 19 of 29, 259 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. And Douglas, though, with that touchdown, what a pass from May. And yeah, man, what a crazy game this was, because Penix actually didn't have that bad of a game either. He had 22 of 37 for 221 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and Robinson only had 46 yards rushing. Meanwhile, Drake London was absolutely cooking. 118 yards for 3 touchdowns here. And, yeah, so what are our thoughts here with these Patriots as they are now 7-2? Boom.
Mike Rabel, man. Mike Rabel got the boys motivated.
Vrabel is definitely the factor here, man. It's so crazy to think about.
But Drake May did get sacked 6 times, which is kind of crazy. And they were also left out Stevenson as well, so Henderson had to take the rock. But DeMario Douglas, man, 4 receptions for 100 yards, and so he was kind of main reason there. Now Drake May did fumble twice, so that was a little something. But I mean, with the Falcons though, it was a good game. I mean, Falcons though, Michael Penix, he had 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They did stop Bijan though. 12 rushes for 46 yards, but Drake London was the reason why. He got more open because they were kind of focusing more on the run. But I mean, Patriots just got it done at the last minute. So not much with this game. Just a good game. But yeah, Patriots are rolling.
I'm so sick
They
that they're
are.
really good right now. I'm so sick.
Here's what's gonna make you mad. I was rooting for the Patriots this game, and I think you know why.
Yeah, it was
Falcons.
the
Yeah,
Atlanta
yeah.
Falcons. And it was so funny,
Yeah.
guys, because in this game specifically, I don't know if you guys know this, but there was a corner of the end zone where someone had a sign of literally the scoreline from Super Bowl 51 of 28-3.
Ain't no
Beautiful.
way. Yeah,
That's
they had
just
a reason
that's
why.
just
Yep.
that just still lives in their head rent free.
And yeah, and I'm sorry too, Larlar, but I was also a Patriots fan this weekend because with the Falcons' loss, Panthers are now number 2 in the division, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so they're so we know how good the Patriots team is. But in regards to the Falcons, like realistically, they're 3-5, but now that with the Panthers being 5-4, this is gonna be very interesting run for a potential
so
wild
funny.
card spot. But yeah, I was gonna say, Max, this is very funny. How concerned are we with the Falcons here? Like, what is, if anything, you guys are the AFC South guys. Like, what is their main issue here when it comes down to
I think really, I mean, yes, they faced a good team. I think it's just more on how they finish games, in my opinion. I mean, because they got the talent. They beat the Bills, but then
Right.
they'll lose to the Panthers 30-0.
Yeah.
So it's just I think it's all based on game planning, which is why I'm seeing a lot of Falcons fans not happy with Raheem Morris right now. I mean, would you say they held up against the Patriots? Yes, but at the same time, though, like it's like the Falcons. I think they're because they got one of the best running backs in the game. They got one of the best, arguably a top 10 receiver in the game as well. And their defense is solid. They drafted 2 solid pass rushers. They got a great secondary. It's just like they got all the pieces. It's just like, now they're like boom. And I think they traded Ray McLeod to the 49ers, if I'm not mistaken, a couple weeks ago.
I think they
So
released him.
They did.
yes. Yeah. So I mean, I think it's just based on game planning, in my opinion, because they got the pieces. It's just they just got to execute it. I think that's why. So if I'm a Falcons fan, I'm worried. I'm worried about it.
It's definitely a coaching issue. I don't think Raheem Morris is like the best coach for this team, especially with the schemes that they want to run. Because believe it or not, their schemes are so easy to pick apart.
They are.
Like if you stop Bijan and you stop Drake London,
It's over.
you beat him.
Yep.
It's over. You beat
Well,
him.
they didn't stop
Yep.
Drake London, but yeah, Bijan specifically.
They
yeah,
didn't stop
did.
Drake London, yeah, but they lost purely because of a missed extra point.
Yep.
Which is why they cut. That's why they cut that kicker.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Turns out Young Wei Koo wasn't the problem.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
I think-
like this
Who would have
man.
thunk it?
What'd you say,
Who would've
Max?
thunk?
I said, who would have thunk it?
No, yeah, I agree. Like, bro, this man got whatever, man. Like,
Yeah.
someone sign him, bro. Someone sign him, bro.
I think the Giants did.
Oh,
they
the
not?
Giants did. Oh well.
Giants cut him.
Yeah.
Oh, the Giants cut him. Oh,
Yep. So he's a free
Oh, they
agent
cut
right
him too? Oh, dang. Well,
all I'm gonna say is Young Wei Koo would have definitely easily went ahead and kicked that extra point, so it don't matter.
yeah, he'll get
He
signed.
would've,
He'll
bro,
get
he
signed.
would've.
All right, moving on now. Not really too much with this game, but the Niners get a big win over the Giants. Or I put the Steelers one next. My bad. But let's go ahead and quickly just touch on this game here with the Niners going up against the Giants. Remember, Scatterboot went down last week, so the Giants are basically once again just dead in the water. Same as us, but Jackson Dart threw for 24, 33, 191 yards for 2 touchdowns, 2 sacks. He still is the lead rusher here with 56 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. But the Niners were overall just, again, they're going to be the overall better team anyway. Mac Jones, 19 to 24 for 2 touchdowns, 2 sacks. And Christian McCaffrey just did Christian McCaffrey things, 106 yards rushing and 67 yards receiving. So, oh man, what a time for Christian McCaffrey. He is absolutely getting so many yardage in his portfolio here. So, yeah, not really much here in regards to this game, if I'm being completely honest. But the Niners at least get another win to stay in line with the rest of the NFC West because, guys, the NFC West all have 6 wins except the Cardinals. So the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners have 6 wins. It's just that the Niners have 3 losses, while the Rams and Seahawks have 2.
NFC North again.
Yeah, so we might actually see 3 NFC West teams go into the playoffs, which honestly, to me personally, is probably deserved at this point. But yeah. So
I'll say this, man. Also, I was wrong. Ray McCloud got traded to the Giants, so that's my fault.
okay.
Yeah, he got traded to the Giants. But let me tell you, man, this system for Mac Jones is just perfect. I mean, it's just a perfect system for him. I mean, he knows his role, which I think why he's doing good. It's like he's like, yo, this is Brock's team, but I'm gonna do my best to give him so many wins. So when he comes back, he doesn't have a lot to fight for, and that's what you want in a backup QB, man. Because the fact that you're so banged up on defense, it's like Mac Jones, like, all right, we gotta score because of all of that. So that's that. Giants, man. Tracy and Singletary, they gotta step up since Scadaboo's gone. Like they have to. Like it's either that or they're not gonna win games. I mean, because Scadaboo was a whole big focal point in that offense once he started getting rolling. So if I'm the Giants, man, I am panicking. I'm panicking because you're 2-7. You're probably not gonna win the division, but it's bad. And if you're a 49ers fan, man, the fact that you're still going this far when you're so banged up, it's very impressive. So kudos to them.
Dable's 100% getting fired after the season.
Whoa, you think so? Whoa,
I think
whoa,
so, yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know about that now. Really? We sure about that?
I mean, do you see him putting up a winning strategy right now?
I don't, but I maybe it's just me.
Why keep him around?
No, I agree. I don't think he deserves the position, but I'm like,
damn.
I don't know if he's getting fired.
Look, I want to move on to the next game, but we have to talk about the fact that Giants are 2-7, and ever since 2022, the Giants have not done anything. All right, the Giants have not done anything at all, and so obviously, whenever it came down to Dable and just everything, let's just be completely honest here. When Jackson Dart went in and Russell Wilson was benched, he was like, "Oh my God, my season and job has been saved." But then all of a sudden, people start dropping left and right. Malik Neighbors goes down, and then Scadaboo goes down, and then they just put up a stinker. It's like if I'm being honest. If he actually wants to keep his job, he needs to win a couple more games, which I think he will. It's just that, like, bro, it's not looking great for the Giants right now. And I feel like at this point, they need to move on for somebody new. I think they have to at this point.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, the Giants will go as far as Jackson Dart will take them.
Yep.
And right now, it's not looking like it'll be very far.
Nope.
Not to mention, this game was just the Mac Jones, Christian McCaffrey show.
Yep. They lost at MetLife in their throwback uniforms. That's crazy.
Yep.
Womp womp.
Moving on.
All right, let's move on now. So hold on a second. The league best Indianapolis Colts went down against the Pittsburgh Steelers here, 27-20. Lazy Low, have a good night, man. Appreciate you dropping by. But yeah, guys, Steelers win it 27-20, and Daniel Jones unfortunately did not look great. And if anything, this is probably his first game all season where he unfortunately dropped the bag. 31-50 for 1 touchdown and took 5 sacks while also throwing 3 picks. And honestly, those picks were pretty bad to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It was like I was looking at the Giants' Daniel Jones, which is something I really don't want to say, but unfortunately, Daniel Jones did not play well here. and the Colts are 7-2. But also, Jonathan Taylor only had 45 yards rushing as well. But at least in the air they did well. It's just that the Steelers did better. Aaron Rodgers 25-35, 203 yards, 1 touchdown, and just got enough done to at least get a touchdown here. All right, no, just get a win here. So, what are our thoughts with the Colts? Where are we at with this team? And where are we at with the Steelers? Because once again, I've been high on the Steelers. I feel like they've been a great team, especially if they can at least just lock in specifically their defense. So, where are we with the Steelers and Colts here?
Well, I'm glad you brought up the Steelers defense because they came to play this week.
Yeah, this is actually the first time where I feel like they actually did things correctly here. So
they forced 6 turnovers. Think about that. 3 picks off Daniel Jones, 3 fumbles. 2 of them strip sacks, by the way.
Yep. It was very bad.
That defense said, enough is enough. It's time to get serious. Let's go to work. Oh, Colts are coming into our house? Bet. Danny Derps showed up at the worst possible time.
Danny Derps. Man. Yeah, I mean, and most of these points and yards came in garbage time, so really this score doesn't reflect on what the game really was. But yeah, man, it's Daniel Jones, man. It's granted that man did throw 50 times, which is kind of crazy. But because both Pierce and Pittman had both over 100 yards receiving. But yeah, man. I mean, the Steelers defense won them this game. So because Jalen Warren also was stopped. He had an average of 1.9 yards out of 16 carries, so we only had 31 yards, which is kind of insane.
Yeah.
So I mean,
well, I mean, when your defense is setting you up in like short yardage situations, they didn't really have to do a whole lot.
Right, absolutely. So I mean, he did well. Aaron Rodgers had a solid day, So I mean, the Steelers. I will say the Steelers needed that win. The Steelers really needed that win big time. So but yeah, and the Colts are still lucky that they have enough wins that they're still like first seed in the AFC, but like currently. But yeah, you don't want this to become like a slippery slope for the Steelers. You don't want to pull a 2022, 21, what is it, 2022 Eagles?
2023 Eagles.
2023 Eagles, yeah, you don't want to pull that. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the Colts, man. But the Steelers.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
not either.
But
Especially after they acquired Sauce.
Yeah, I'm definitely not concerned.
If the Steelers though play like this, they win the division.
Oh, easily, 1,000%.
But that's only if their defense stays consistent.
Which is unfortunately the issue here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like their offense has been pretty decent, at least. So
right.
Yeah, their offense is fine. The defense, according to what I've seen from some Steelers fans, this is like the worst defense in their history.
Which is kind of crazy.
History?
Which is kind of crazy because you would think that the Steelers specifically as well, they are known for their good defenses. So
they're known for that shit.
All right. Let's move on now to the next game here in the AFC. Let's just very quickly touch up on this as well. But the Chargers win a shaky one over the Titans 27-20. I'm not going to lie, there were a couple times where Herbert, especially with that pick, he threw it right to the defender as well. But Justin Herbert led the Chargers to a win, 19 of 29 for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, but took 6 sacks. God damn, 6 sacks, man. Holy. But Cam Ward only had 12 of 21, 145 yards, no touchdowns, no picks, but took 4 sacks.
I think we need to have a talk about Cam Ward.
Yeah, I think it's time now, guys.
I think it's time.
I think it's time. He might be actually part of the issue here. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Also,
Yeah.
really quickly, let me just say, I'm pretty sure there's a stat somewhere, but there's somewhere if you look it up. Yeah, there's a stat somewhere. But I'm pretty sure that Cam Ward has not thrown a touchdown in forever.
He's thrown a touchdown against the Colts last week.
Okay, but before that,
he did. Before that, yeah, he ain't throw a touchdown pass.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so that is an issue, and I want Cam Ward to at least do well, but oh boy, this case is not looking great. So, the Chargers are the Chargers. They're 6-3. They have a nice record here at the moment. They're staying in line ahead of Kansas City against the Broncos
Against
and
all
the
odds, yeah.
Raiders. But yeah, they're in second place, so they're fine. But the Titans just continue to look. Oh, God, it's so funny because the Titans were actually up 14-7 in the first quarter, but then they blew it. So
yeah,
do?
They do get the Texans next week, so that could be a chance against Davis Mills. But
yeah, then again, I just don't know how I feel about the Chargers right now. They're a hard team to gauge.
Yeah, I was.
Well, they lost Joe Alt for the season.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Alt is out for the season, and their offensive line is bad, so Herbert is unfortunately going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, I think the Chargers are a weird team to talk about here, only because like I feel like despite their 6-3 record, it doesn't feel like it's 6-3. I don't know. It's weird, man.
It doesn't.
Herbert has been playing a little shaky these past couple of weeks as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think if the Chargers want to like keep their winning ways going, they need to stop trying to be too cute.
Yeah.
And I'll say
with
this too:
their
them picking
offense.
up former Ravens defensive end away has been a really big like boost in their defense. He's been getting to the ball, getting to the quarterback. Henley, their middle linebacker, has been flying in and out. Derwin James has been playing well. Honestly, he's actually been blitzing a whole lot more with that defensive side. But yeah, man, the main thing with the Chargers is that the running back Vital is becoming better each game, I think. Herbert's definitely gonna have to rely, at least when it comes to pass protection. Now he's lost both of his starting tackles, Rashawn Slater and now Joe Alt. So one of the two best, basically the two best tackles in the game, honestly, in terms of on the same team. So now he's gonna really have to watch his stuff. So how can you fix it? Maybe add the running back as a pass protection for play action passes. Maybe add some 2 double tight end sets. Maybe grab another guy coming in and stuff like that. Because I think teams are gonna start blitzing a lot more knowing that. So Herbert's gonna have to really adjust there.
And them getting Trevor Penning at the trade deadline is not exactly going to help.
No, I see why they
just
did
another
him.
depth piece.
Yeah, because RBM, how good is he, honestly?
Not very good.
Apparently, he's not that great at all, bro.
You might as well put a traffic cone where he's at.
Oh, geez. So yeah, Herbert's gonna have to really look out for his protection then.
Not to mention Penning. I forgot to mention this during the trade deadline signing. He is also a penalty magnet.
Oh boy, that's not gonna be good.
Well, good luck, Chargers. Because I'll be honest, I am a Herbert fan, so I hope he figures it out. But oh boy, we'll see. Moving on to the next game here. This game, no one really paid attention to it until the Chiefs-Bills game ended. But the Jaguars escape and win it in overtime against the Raiders, 30-29. I mean, what do we think about this game? Because man, the Jaguars really should not have gone to overtime with this team, man.
I mean, the main takeaway is just Cam Little's 68-yard field goal.
Yeah, that is true. The record-breaking 68-yarder from Cam Little was hit here in this game. God, dude, the Jaguars are so weird, man. Ever since the Chiefs game,
they are such a weird team.
They're another weird team to think about. I think they're just even weirder though than the Chargers.
They are, because nobody really knows what to think of this team.
Yeah, they're 5-3 though. At
Lawrence did
least
not throw a single touchdown.
They're 5-3, yeah, but are they a legitimate 5-3?
Fuck no. I feel like
And
they
here's the
easily
thing-
could. Their record, I feel like, could also just be the mirror of 3-5 too. So
And here's the thing, man,
Honestly,
with
yeah.
the Raiders, Geno throwing for 4 touchdowns. Geno actually had a solid day, besides like that last drive or the 2-point conversion.
yeah,
And
Gino,
Brock Bowers, boy, yeah, 3 touchdowns for Brock Bowers, man.
yeah,
But,
Brock
Gino,
Bowers was balling.
yeah, Gino had his best game of the season thus far. 29-39, 284, four passing touchdowns, 3 of them to Bowers. Just basically wide receiver number 1. It's like crazy, man. So
Yep.
Yeah, I think it just had to come down to the Raiders defense, man, because a lot of that stuff like literally went. I don't know, Raiders. It's so weird, man, with the Raiders, man.
they're shit.
It's bad. It's bad over there. I feel like their offense is like trying truly. It's like what can the defense like really put down, you know? And they're not really putting down any. That's why the Jaguars probably like went over there. So
Yeah. Like, honestly, I think the Raiders are like a lesser version of the Bengals.
yeah, I agree.
Like their defense is just as shit, but
But
their
they don't-
offense isn't
yeah.
as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about this game, only because like no one really talked about this game until the Chiefs Bills game ended. Which, speaking of which, let's talk about that game, shall we?
Yes, let's talk about that game.
The Bills win the AFCL Clasico, 28-21 over the Kansas City Chiefs in Buffalo. So as everybody knows and how everybody thinks about whenever the Bills go up against the Chiefs in the regular season, the Bills always win it, but when push comes to shove, when the playoffs come around, the Bills always lose it against the Kansas City Chiefs. So this game was actually a very interesting one because I feel like while the score is 28-21, the Bills honestly were up by double digits the entire game almost. So this is a very interesting game only because while this wasn't the greatest game of their entire run, but the Bills still look the Bills definitely look returned to form here. 23 of 26 from Josh Allen for 273 yards. He threw 1 touchdown. James Cook just continued to cook. No touchdown, but Josh Allen got 2 of them, and then Johnson had 1 of them. And Kincaid, though, the tight end, 6 receptions for 101 yards and 1 touchdown. So, yeah, I mean, the Bills, man, they definitely look really good. They're the reason, I mean, one of the reasons why they are the Bills is because of Josh Allen. But, yeah, so I think the Bills are just now returned to form, to be honest with you. Now the Chiefs, it's hard to say because they didn't have that bad of a game either, but it's just that in the end, the Bills defense definitely did better. Other than that 4th and 17 that was brought up. But, yeah, so what do we think about these two teams now? But will that streak continue where if the Bills and the Chiefs face off in the playoffs, will the Chiefs just win it all again?
And
Probably.
Yeah.
the Bills absolutely needed this win. Like,
yeah.
the Bills kind of needed their statement win. I think this is as good of a statement win as they're going to get. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be same old script. These two will probably meet in the playoffs. Chiefs will probably win. And whatever round they play each other against, could be first round, could be divisional. Hell, could be AFC Championship game again.
I was going to say there is a chance they could face in the wild card when you really think about it. Like,
yeah,
so
there is a
gross.
legitimate chance they could.
which as Max said, it is very gross because
So gross.
because I think the most likely scenario at the moment is the Bills potentially winning the division, and depending where they are at, so like, yeah, possible 3-6, seed 3 and seed 6. I mean, it could be possible. I don't know, but who knows?
I was thinking more or less like a 4 or 5 seed scenario.
Oh well, I don't know about that, um, but yeah. So
Because when you really think about it, like you're looking at like the Colts, Broncos, and Patriots.
yeah, but I don't know, bro. I don't know.
We'll have to see because this AFC is looking very weird right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, real quick. Patrick Mahomes probably had one of his worst games. 15 for 34. No touchdowns. So I mean, he didn't have a good game either. But the Bills' defense did step up, which is what we've been talking about, right? It's like their rush defense has been kind of non-existent. Their pass defense has been kind of eh. I do think them getting Maxwell back, their first round corner from this year, has helped them a good bit. But yeah, and honestly, Joey Bosa has been impressing me this year, honestly, because there's been a couple of years on the Chargers where he's not really been like that it factor, but he's been showing his presence a lot on this Bills defense, and I've been really impressed with him. So, especially with Ed Oliver out, it's good to see. So, I mean, but yeah, we know the script. I mean, Chiefs are going to come back, Bills going to come back in playoffs. Like it's almost like a routine thing.
But what if? No, that's exactly how I was gonna go.
This is definitely the season where the Chiefs haven't been impressive compared to last. So I'm very curious as to how this rest of the season can go, because obviously I'm always just gonna lean toward the Chiefs are still the Chiefs. They will still figure it out somehow, some way. And this was kind of at the beginning of the season where they really definitely did kind of figure it out. But now, like, they are 5-4, but the thing is, their division is actually like very, very competitive right now. Broncos still 7-2, and the Chargers now 6-3, and the Chiefs are right there below 5-4. So, it's not that I'm worried about the Chiefs. It's just I feel like they're still gonna figure it out somehow, some way. It's just that I think the fact is that they're definitely looking not as impressive right now compared to last. So I'm curious to see how the rest of the season will go for them.
Agreed.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, 30.8 million people watched this game, by the way, which is Bills Chiefs, man. It's basically this generation's Steelers Patriots.
Like, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, maybe
Patriots
in terms of rivalry.
Patriots Broncos or Colts? I mean,
I think you gotta look more of like the QB rivalry rather than the team rivalry.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I've been seeing a lot of people kind of doing that.
Oh, it's fair. But yeah, so yeah. I'm not worried about the Bills, and I'm not worried about the Chiefs, but we'll just have to see.
If the Bills defense stays tightened up, then they got a chance. If they don't, then you'll see losses like what they did against the Falcons.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's move on to our final game here. And the final game was a Monday Night Football with the Cardinals and the Cowboys. And the Cardinals with Jacoby Brissett. There's a little bit of QB controversy brewing over there, by the way. But the Cardinals get a much-needed win over the Cowboys, 27-17. Now, I'm not sure where Emmett went, but he did send me something that I will go ahead and read off of before anyone else can chime in here. So, here's what he went ahead and sent me, okay? So, this is what he said. Offense. Another game where Dak does not perform to the highest standards due to being forced to throw the ball down the field while trailing by 2 or more scores. There is no opportunity to establish the running game early once again due to playing from behind. As professional NFL receivers making millions a year to catch a football, there should be no reason to drop passes that land on your chest or in an area where you can make a play on the ball. In terms of the offensive line, aka the Great Wall of Tyler, collapsed, making Dak scramble outside the pocket and either run for his life or extend the play and hopefully find an open receiver or a check down. Dak should have thrown the ball away after the 2-minute warning instead of taking 2 consecutive sacks without any timeouts, but it was arrogant to make some magic happen and pray a receiver got open. This team was in the top 5 in points per game, yet only mustered 10 points at home to the 2-5 Arizona Cardinals, who allow an average 22 points per game. Wow, this man Emma got a lot of stats here in this one, huh? All right,
Yeah, he does.
No, yeah, he did a lot of homework with this one because he sent me not a message, but he literally sent me like a PDF, literally of like what he typed up.
Holy
So,
fuck.
hey, look, I mean, props to him. This is what I want. Turnovers. Under no circumstances can this offense afford any turnovers with the lackluster defense that is displayed on Sundays and Mondays. Ball security is crucial in a quote-unquote every down matters drive when we need 7 and not 3. So hold on to the ball and go down and do not fight for extra yards. Realistically, Dak should have had 2 interceptions off of a pass he got hit as he threw, so it didn't hurt his stats too much. Now on the defense. The defense did slightly better than I initially thought with 5 sacks and putting pressure on Brissett, but Harrison still had his way with Bland, our best corner, by the way, and Brissett passed for 261 yards with 0 interceptions. Also, they could not get off the field on 3rd down. And on the long 2nd and 3rd downs, which is unacceptable, especially after a sack, which we rarely get. Below are examples of converted 2nd and 3rd down plays, and he put screenshots of the 2nd down and 19 that was converted, and the 3rd down and 14 that was converted in, I think it was the first quarter. And the 3rd down efficiency for the Cowboys was 7 of 13. So then he ends here at this point. This is a personnel issue to where our linebackers, Kenneth Murray specifically, look lost in the middle of the field, especially in a splash play, 20 plus yards, and our corners not being able to contend with wide receiver ones and even backups playing deep instead of at the sticks. That is Emmett's rant in regards to this Cowboys team because they once again lose 27-17 against the really nobody's Arizona team, but Brissett is definitely playing well there, and Harrison is actually getting some touchdowns. So, yeah, unfortunately, this was not a great game from the Cowboys at all. But their defense really needs to tighten up, man. It really does. And with Quinnen back in there now, I'm hoping it does, but we'll have to see. So what are our thoughts here with this team? Or with these two teams here?
Who wants to say it?
You can go first.
All right, I'll say it. The Cowboys are frauds.
Oh, man.
How
What?
the fuck do you lose to Jacoby fucking Brissett?
I will say this, RBM. The offense ran a lot smoother with Brissett than Murray, and I hate to say this, we might need to have a conversation about Kyler Murray. I can't believe I'm saying it.
I was
agree.
gonna get to that actually.
I agree.
We might need to have a conversation because the fact that they told Marvin Harrison Jr. that he's going to be the focal point of the offense says a lot. Could not like you drafted this man 4th overall, thinking that he's not going to be the overall, like the focal point of the offense.
We totally didn't draft you 4th
Right.
overall to be the
And
focal point of the offense or anything.
Yeah, and I think with 3, how long has Trey McBride been in the league? 3 years? 4 years?
I think, yeah.
3 years? So I saw like the stat. It's unconfirmed, but I saw like the stat where it's like the first with the 3 games with Jacoby Brissett. McBride's had like 8 touchdowns or something, or 3 touchdowns or whatever. 3 years of Kyler Murray, 3 touchdowns, like the same thing. So it's like with Brissett, he is throwing the ball, he's spreading the ball out more. He is more efficient when it comes to third downs, I want to say. Now, do I think Jacoby's the long-term answer? Probably not.
Hell no.
But he's for sure being a lot more patient than what Kyler's doing. Yes, Kyler's more of a dual threat quarterback, but I think sometimes he's just using his legs wrong when it comes to scrambling and trying to find time. Like he's not, being patient with it. So when it comes to the Cardinals, I think Jacoby's definitely spreading out more. Now with the Cowboys, man, they better hope Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson has some sort of effect on this defense. I like when it comes to the run because the Cardinals' run game was getting going. Deron Bland was getting cooked out there, yo. Especially on that touchdown by Marvin. Yeah, that was bad.
He fell down, dude. Oh,
that was just a really good. That was a really good patient. It was Marvin kind of ran like a hitch go, like kind of like a fake hitch go, like route to a slant. Which kind of got Deron like kind of just like whoa, because he thought Marvin was just gonna pull like a hitch right there. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like
he put Deron Bland in some spaghetti, bro.
Yeah, and the Cowboys, man, they were dropping a lot of balls too, man. Like it's it's something. It's something going on, and it's not looking good down there. So yeah.
I mean,
Womp womp.
well, what do you want me to say? The Cowboys beat themselves.
They did. I do think the Cowboys beat themselves because they have a lot of. The Cowboys have a lot of talent. It's just, man,
But I agree with Emmett that offensive line was god awful. Cardinals were getting to Dak. How many sacks did Cardinals defense have again? I think like
who?
3 or 4, right?
How many sacks they had?
Yeah. Like how many times did they get to Dak?
Cardinals, they got to him 5 times. So
5
Josh
times.
Sweat had 2 sacks. I know. Calais Campbell had 2 sacks.
Nolan also had 1.
That's
Nolan.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, man.
The fact that old ass Calais Campbell is getting to you.
He gets to the QBs now. And let me tell you too, Will Johnson, the rookie corner out of Michigan, he was locking CD Lamb up a couple times.
He was
locking CD up.
But yeah, but you also have to lay the blame on George Pickens. He was dropping crucial passes.
He was, and so same with Ferguson.
Ferguson too, yeah. Like you don't see Ferguson drop passes like that.
Yeah, and he had a couple that he dropped. He had like a third down one that he dropped. He had a touchdown one that he dropped. It was If I'm a little worried about the Cowboys. I'm a little worried.
All right.
So
that was the slate, everybody, of the week 9 of the NFL slate. So we definitely got to continue to move on here, but we are officially, as of Halloween, we are officially under 100 days till Super Bowl 60. Can you believe that?
Wow.
100 days already, man. And now the playoff picture after week 9, the divisional round. The 1 seeds right now are the Eagles and the Colts. And then the wild card rounds, we got the Jaguars at Patriots, Chargers at Broncos, Bills at Steelers. Meanwhile, on the NFC side, we would have Lions at Bucks, Niners at Seahawks, and Rams at Packers. Wow, what a picture. Yeah, so there you go. That's the playoff picture after week 9. Let's now move on to the Swift stories to know, not trade deadline edition, but now, once again, the injury report. And we're going to go through this pretty quick because we are running out of time, low-key. So let's go through this. Wide receiver and cornerback Travis Hunter is on IR, so he is going to be out for the next 4 games. Really sucks for him. It was revealed in testing that his ACL is intact and that Hunter will be going through additional testing to determine the extent of the injury and how long he'll be sidelined. So, yeah, he was placed on IR. on Halloween. So let's hope for the best for Travis Hunter. Moving on, that Ed Oliver could return by the first week of the playoffs, according to Ian Rappaport. So, that would be helpful for potential playoff push here for the Bills. Next up, Isaiah Pacheco is expected to return in week 11. The Chiefs do not play this upcoming week, so there's a chance there to potentially get some help from Pacheco on week 11. So he does also have just more time to recover. Michael Williams, 49ers edge, Michael Williams, feared to have torn his ACL. Very unfortunate for Williams, but then again, this is just another unfortunate example for the Niners that their season has just been very bad with injuries, man. CJ Stroud went down with a concussion, and it was reported today that he will be out for week number 10. So, yep. No CJ Stroud this upcoming week. Tucker Kraft torn his ACL. Very much sucks for Tucker because I feel like that Packers offense is going to look really different with him, not being there now. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how it looks.
Kirkpatrick's going to have to step up.
Yep. Joe Alt is believed to have suffered another high ankle sprain, only this time it could require a procedure to repair. So Joe Alt is basically pretty much done for a good portion of the season, if not the rest of the season. So yeah, Joe Alt once again out. Michael, I don't know how to say his name, Hoyt of the Bills, torn his Achilles tonight. So another blow to his season and the Bills' defense. And unfortunately, Jaden Daniels, Max, he went down with a bad shoulder injury. And Dan Quinn opens his presser. Dan Quinn opens his presser by addressing the elephant in the room, why Jaden was still in the game in garbage time in the fourth quarter. And Quinn said, quote, "I get that. I've been thinking about it nonstop too. And man, I missed it. That is 100% on me." Not sure how you miss it, but sure. Yeah, sorry, but you were down like what, 20 plus points? Anyways, what was his official injury? It was like a elbow fracture.
Dislocated elbow.
Yeah,
dislocated elbow.
Yeah. They said there's no fractures though, so that's good at least. But
Marshawn Lattimore torn his ACL on Sunday as well. So another bad injury on the Commanders' end. And another bad injury to Luke McCaffrey, once again, of the Commanders. He broke his collarbone and is headed to injury reserve, and he is most likely going to end. That is most likely going to be the end of the season as well. So, yep. Andre Sisco is going to be out for the rest of the season for the Jets. He had shoulder surgery, and he was dealing with a torn pec. Bears standout edge Dayo Yingbo torn his Achilles and is now out for the rest of the season. So just another bad injury here for the Bears. This time a torn Achilles. Going back to Michael Williams, he feared to have torn his ACL. I think I said that already. Joe Alt is going to have season-ending ankle injury for his high right ankle sprain. So yeah, he's going to be out. And this was broken today, where Kyler Murray is going to be on IR due to his foot injury, which means he will now miss a minimum of 4 games. Very interesting, quote-unquote, cough, cough, soft benching. Anyways.
Whoa.
Yeah, yup. Nope. Don't want to hear it. But now let's move on. Let's quickly touch back base once again on the Chris Grier firing, or parting ways, I should say, quote-unquote. Chris Grier met this morning with the Dolphins management, and they are going to agree to part ways. Grier has been with the Dolphins since 2000 and has served as their GM since 2016. God damn. Sheesh. Mike McDaniel will remain the head coach, but Chris Grier is out, and Champ Kelly is going to be the interim GM now. So There you go. Mike McDaniel will... Okay, I just said that. Mike McDaniel will remain the head coach of the Dolphins. The Baltimore Ravens fined $100,000 for violating the league's injury report policy. Did you guys see that? By incorrectly listing the quarterback Lamar Jackson's practice participation status on Friday, October 24th. So, yep, that is just another statement there. I'm not going to read it, but basically, they just said how they just made an error, and yep, they will not appeal it. Kevin Stefanski says that he is going to be giving up the play calling to offensive coordinator Tommy Rees. Not really sure what that is going to do for the Browns because the Browns are still bad. So there you go. And Dan Quinn said how he isn't considering any staff changes at the moment, but DC Joe Witt will be moving to the press box. Will move from the press box to the sideline for their next game. Very interesting there, Max.
You can see how ass they are.
Chargers free agents cornerbacks Asante Samuel, who had a spinal fusion procedure this past offseason, is now fully cleared to return to the NFL. He is going to be a very interesting sign. Apparently, he's going to be going on a tour in terms of like who he may sign, who someone will sign him. So, yep, very interesting there. Frankie Luvu was suspended without one pay, but then it was reported today that his 1-game suspension was now reduced to just $100K fine. So he's going to be playing on Sunday. There you go.
That's a big change.
Yeah,
a big follow-up.
Fined anyway, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That's a huge update.
Yep. Falcons are signing veteran Kane Gonzalez following a workout this morning. The team is waiving Parker Romo, and Kane Gonzalez, by the way, is the guy who was the hero for the Commanders last season. So, yeah. QB news in Arizona. Cardinals are sticking with Jacoby Brissett. Once again, soft benching for Kyler Murray to be on IR anyways. And Fox has signed Drew Brees to the multi-year deal as a full-time NFL game analyst, where he will partner with Adam Ammon. This move also signals the end of Mark Sanchez. Super interesting.
That's my quarterback, man.
Drew Brees was also on NBC one of those years. Remember that?
Yep. So now they got Tom. Now they got Tom Brady and Drew Brees on the same network.
Yep.
And imagine them in the same booth together.
Yep. Now that would be interesting. And now, unfortunately, the Jets defense shakeup continues. Apparently, former All-Pro LB Quincy Williams has lost his starting job. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know anymore, dude. I have no idea anymore. So I am just gonna go ahead and just leave that alone. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the fantasy football results from week 9. Obviously, just another reminder for you guys to go ahead and edit your lineups whenever possible. But let's talk about week 9 very quickly here because we do need to get a move on. But in week 9, we saw that I won against Incog, RBM won against Coop, King won against Emmett, Andrew won against Max, Marcelo won against Brandon, and Neptune won against Mac. This upcoming week here in week 10, which by the way, we only have a couple weeks left until the playoffs actually start, and the trade deadline is next week for us, by the way. I face Max. Oh boy.
I'm so cooked.
All right. Coop faces Emmett. King versus Andrew. Incog versus Marcelo. Brandon versus Mac. And Neptune versus RBM. So, good luck, everybody, for week number 10 upcoming. And just note once again to change your lineups when possible. Now let's go ahead and move on to our to my power rankings. And I did mention how this week in particular, I might get shot. Not gonna lie. Hopefully not, though. But let's talk about the power rankings for after week number 9. And I'm just going to continue to go through this quick. It was not expecting. Holy moly. It is almost 10:30. Holy shit. And we haven't even started Uma Musume yet. Anyways. Number 10, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are back on the board here, guys. Pittsburgh Steelers back here at number 10. Any thoughts?
That makes sense, yeah.
Okay, makes sense. All right, great. Number 9, we have a big drop. Number 9, they were ranked number 2. Number 9, we have the Detroit Lions.
Whoa. To 9?
That's a bit of a stretch.
That's crazy. It's not like the Vikings or like the Titans.
Damn it, Larlar, you had 2 controversial 3 top power rankings last week.
Right.
Now you do this.
Look, so the way I see it is the loss against the Vikings is, if I'm being honest, inexcusable. They should not have lost that game. And
I agree.
And obviously the teams that won this past week just overtook them. I'm not saying I'm concerned about the Lions, but they're definitely not as firepowery as last season.
I don't know. I get what you're saying.
All right, it's okay because
nigga tripping, bro.
What? All right. Number 8, we got the Denver Broncos. Wait, no. That's not right. Here we are. Number 8. The Buffalo Bills are back on the board here at number 8. Thoughts on that one?
Hell nah.
I do think they do believe. I do think they should be on the board, but I don't think they're better than the Lions.
Really? Because I think the Bills right now will probably beat the Lions.
Nah, I disagree. I think the Bills offense still need some more firepower to it.
Really? Okay, that's interesting because number 7 we have the Denver Broncos.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. It doesn't look like you're rocking with it, but it's okay. Number 6.
No. I do believe they should be in the realm. So
all right. Number 6, we got the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I do think they're better than the Broncos right now.
All right. Okay. What? All right. Number 5 and number 4, I didn't really want to change them too much, but number 5 and number 4 are still the Eagles and the Bucks. Remember, they were on a bye.
Yeah.
Which means number 3, they went up from 10. We got the Seattle Seahawks at number 3.
I think they're top 5. 3?
I don't know about 3.
What?
I think they're like 5th, but
I was gonna say 4th or I was gonna say maybe 4th or 5th. I don't know about 3.
What? Come on, bro.
I don't know about
Tripping,
all that.
bro. Come on,
think
bro.
Get up to 3, but I don't know about right now.
Come on, bro. And number 2 and number 1. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. We got another new number 1 in the realm, guys. Number 2, we got the Colts.
2's the Colts.
Who's
Yup.
number 1?
And number 1, I think the LA Rams are the number 1 team in the NFL right now, bro.
Whoa.
How about we relax here, right?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Maybe in
You're telling me
2001.
You're not.
No Rams?
You're telling me this. You're telling me Stafford's not potential MVP right now. Like,
Bro, they just faced the Saints.
okay, but
Yeah,
like,
they destroyed a poverty franchise. What are you talking
Okay.
about?
What are we doing here? What are
What
we
do you-
No.
wait, what?
No. Go ahead and put the Patriots at number 1. You know
We're
you're
not
wrong.
putting the Patriots at 1. Fuck
Bro,
that.
I'm about to say I don't know about the Rams.
I'll put the Patriots number 1 when they beat the Bucks this week. All right, that's when I'll put them at number 1.
And wait,
But
man, and
tripping, bro.
And the Bucks outside the top 10?
The who?
The
The
Bucks.
Buccaneers.
No, the Bucks are at 4.
Okay, the 4. Okay, I'm about to say. Oh yeah, you just said. But Rams number 1. I don't know, dog.
Come on, like
I don't know.
Well, hang on. Where did you have the Rams last week?
the Rams I had last week was at number 6.
Yeah, I don't think they judge.
I would have bumped them up to 5 at least.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like I have maybe 4, but 1. yeah, no. This is one of your most controversial weeks.
I'm sorry. I can't justify I can't justify being a poverty franchise worthy of going up 5 spots. I can't see it.
Look, I'll just be completely honest with you, man. Okay, so who would you guys put at 1 then?
Patriots.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think the Patriots are the best team right now.
No, the Patriots are not the best team right now. Fuck that.
I think they're definitely top 3.
No.
Okay, so looking at your rankings, right? Looking at your rankings, I would still no. I would put the Patriots at 1. You're right about the Colts at 2. I would keep the Colts at 2. I'd probably keep the Bucks at 3 because they were on a bye. Seahawks at 4, Eagles at 5. I'd put the Bills at 6. I'm not gonna hold you. I'd put the Bills at 6. 7. I guess you can keep the Broncos at 7. That one's fine.
Tripping, bro.
I'm not tripping.
I'd put the Steelers at 8. Actually, no. I'd put the Lions at 8.
I'm not tripping. All right. Anyways,
I put the Steelers at 8. Not Steelers. I put the Lions at 8. Steelers at 9. 10.
all right. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Clearly, everybody was not a fan of my power rankings this week. But
nah, bro, this is one of your more controversial weeks, bro.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever. Let's talk about Week 10 predictions before we go ahead and end it off here. Broncos Raiders, guys. Broncos Raiders.
Broncos wearing throwback jerseys, bro. Give me Broncos by 1,000.
Oh, gee. All right.
Yeah, get the Broncos.
Falcons, Colts.
Ooh. Wait, where's that?
This one's the Germany game.
Oh yeah, Germany.
This one's the Germany game.
Yeah, Colts. Yeah.
I'm going Colts.
Giants, Bears.
Oh, Bears. Actually,
I got Giants and upset.
No.
I'm taking Giants.
What?
I'm taking the Giants.
Yeah,
I'm taking the Giants.
No.
What?
Yes.
Defense,
I'm taking the Giants, bro.
It's very concerning to me.
No.
They're good, bro. I think they could take it. For real. I think they got it.
I just don't see
Caleb
it.
Williams against that front 4? Oh, no, Giants.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
Ooh, I actually, wait a minute.
No, I'm going Bears. Fuck that. No.
Yeah, same.
God, bro.
Same.
I got Giants, yeah.
Bills, Dolphins. Bills.
Ooh.
Bills by like 9,000.
Whoa. Yeah, I got Bills.
All right.
Bills.
All right. This is going to be interesting. Ravens, Vikings.
Oh.
In Minnesota. In Minnesota?
Wow.
Look, remember, both of these guys need a win, man. But the Ravens need it more.
Wow.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
That Vikings defense is no joke.
I'm gonna go Vikings, bro.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go Vikings. I don't know.
I'm gonna take the Ravens. I'm not gonna lie to you. Still.
Jeez. I got.
JJ.
This is one of those matchups that can go either way.
It can really go either way. Ravens by a field goal because they got a really good rookie kicker. I got Ravens by field. I think this game's gonna really come down to field goals here. So I got Ravens.
I think if the Vikings can shut down Sonic and Knuckles, I think they can shut down Derrick Henry. I'm going Vikings.
Jordan Mason, bro, I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. There's something I'm missing with him, man. I just don't know.
I don't think it's going to be an issue with that. I think Justin Jefferson's just going to be down there somewhere.
I think the way I see it is that JJ could actually really have a great game here because of how bad the Ravens secondary is.
That's true.
Which is kind of why I'm leaning toward Minnesota, but
yeah,
like
Lamar could just put up amazing numbers. So I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, we need to stop sleeping on this Vikings defense.
True. All right,
I
let's
change
move
my
on.
mind. Vikings.
Okay, let's move on though. Oh boy, Browns Jets.
Oh,
Hell yeah,
It's
brother. A tank
I'm
bowl,
sorry.
bro.
I'm sorry, Larlar. I'm going Browns.
it is still Dylan Gabriel.
It's still
Hell
Dylan
no.
Gabriel.
Oh boy. And man, those two huge additions, the huge
Yeah,
two
nah,
losses.
I gotta
And here's
go
the thing,
Cleveland.
Lala, we never talked about this. Y'all also picked up Mechie and Mitchell.
And Mossy
So
Smith.
and Monty Smith.
Nah,
And y'all do need some wide receivers now, which I do think those two could add a little bit of flair. A little bit.
I think you're right, but I think the Browns and Myles Garrett is gonna absolutely cook Justin Fields, dude.
You think
Browns
y'all
got a good enough
first-
defense to like hold them to like 6 points. I'm going Browns.
Yeah. Is it in Cleveland?
It's in MetLife.
In MetLife.
Ooh.
I'm still
I'm
going
Yeah,
still going
Browns.
Cleveland regardless.
Give me Browns, yeah.
I'm still going Browns. All right, guys, this will be very interesting. Patriots Bucks.
Give me
Jeez,
Bucks.
where's that at?
Tampa.
It's in Tampa Bay.
Oh boy.
I'm
Off of
taking Bucks.
bye.
You know what? The division rival in me wants to say the Patriots.
I
But
do think
I'm-
the Patriots are gonna pull it off.
But realistically,
How are the Bucks out of a bye?
I'm going Tampa.
How are the Bucks out of a
They're
bye?
usually pretty strong after a bye.
They're usually pretty strong.
Let's go Tampa then. Going Tampa.
I'm going Tampa.
I
I really hate it, but I'm going Tampa.
Oh, actually, yeah. You know what? Give me Tampa. Give me Tampa. Baker's normally pretty good after when he's rested.
All right. Saints Panthers.
Brandon, enjoy your glorified bye week. I'm going
Whoa,
Panthers.
bro. Whoa. Now there's a thing called trap games, but I do think we can get it here.
This ain't
and it's
gonna be
in
no damn trap game. Shut your ass up.
and it is in Carolina, so I think we got it. I think Panthers.
All right. We got a
I think
messy.
momentum's too strong.
We got a messy one. Jaguars Texans.
Oh my, that is gonna be
Wait.
the ugliest game this week.
Ew.
Jaguars Texans.
Yep, in Houston.
I'm going Jags by field goal.
I don't think Davis Mills gets it done. So Jaguars.
Oh, right. Davis Mills, right. Now I'm going Jaguars too.
Jaguars.
Looking at
And
Jaguars,
plus, they're running.
they
The
would be
Texans running game has been like awful for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, that is
It's
true.
because that dog shit offensive line.
Yeah,
You got a dog shit O line like that. How do you expect to run the ball?
yeah.
You don't.
All right. Seahawks Cardinals. Seahawks.
Oh,
Cardinals, baby, because I'm a hater.
Nope.
you know, hold on. That Cardinals defense impressed me.
Could be a trap
Seahawks.
game. Could be a trap
Rashid
game.
It would
Shaheed's
definitely be a
probably
trap
gonna-
game for sure.
I think Rashid Shaheed's probably going to add a little bit more flair. Plus, freaking Horton, the rookie's going off too. Like, yeah, give me Seahawks.
Shahid's too
going-
fast,
I'm
bro.
going-
He's already
I'm
down
going
the field.
Seahawks, yeah.
All right. Rams Niners in San Fran. Rams.
Rams.
what?
49ers won last time.
Whoa.
Yep.
Is
Think the
Puka
Niners
back?
sweep.
Yep. Puka is back.
Oh, Puka is back. Yeah. Okay, give me the Rams. I forgot Puka came back.
Mac
So-
Jones still starting?
Yes.
Yeah.
Purdy was limited,
Yeah, Purdy's
but
limited,
So
so
it's
Mac-
probably gonna be
Mac.
Mac. Give me Rams.
all right. Lions Commanders.
Lions.
Mac.
What are we doing here?
Lions.
Come on, now. Come on, move on.
Lions.
Move
Yeah,
on.
Lions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, Dale.
Y'all gonna get destroyed.
And they get killed. They're angry too.
Steelers Chargers. Oh, wait
Ooh.
a second. Ooh, wait
Whoa.
a sec. Sunday Night Football.
Steelers.
Whoa. Sunday Night Football. Is it in Los Angeles?
It's in LA,
It is
but
indeed
it's also
in Inglewood, yes.
it's still Acrisure Stadium when you think about it.
You know what? Give me Chargers. Actually,
No, I think Steelers win.
I don't.
I think Steelers. I'm gonna say Steelers.
I think the
That's
Chargers are way too shaky right now, man. I think Steelers win it.
But give him Allen, McConkey, and Johnson. They can split that secondary up.
If the secondary plays the way they played last week, Steelers winning.
I don't know. I got Chargers in a field goal here.
All right.
By an upset.
And Monday Night Football is Eagles-Packers.
Oh, where's that at?
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Oh man. Ooh.
I have a thought. I think
Jair Alexander revenge game?
I think Eagles.
Oh, shoot.
I think Eagles win this, but I kind of just want to pick Green Bay for the fun of it.
I think Green Bay bounces back.
There's no way they can have another game like they did against Carolina.
They can't lose twice in Lambeau like that.
You know what? Yeah, give me Green Bay. Fuck it.
I got Green Bay. Yeah, barely though. Probably by a touchdown.
And I will do.
Wait, no Tucker Craft. No Tucker Craft.
I was gonna say something in me is telling me the Eagles are gonna win this game.
It's a bye. The Eagles just got off a bye. The Eagles are fucking winning.
And the
Eagles
got
off a bye.
Eagles are well rested.
Eagles win.
And the Eagles got Jordan Phillips. They got I don't know how Alexander's going to do. But
yeah, the Eagles are winning. Never mind.
Give me Eagles. Give me Eagles.
I'm going Eagles.
All right.
Eagles.
As far as how many points, I'm going 39.
All right. Those are our week 10 predictions here. But the thing is, we got one last segment here. And I asked everybody, since we are basically halfway through the season, make one wishful and one realistic Super Bowl 60 matchup. So, I'm going to go ahead and start. The one matchup that I want to see, which is the wishful one, is I personally want to see Bills Lions. I want to see that Super Bowl 60. But in terms of realistic, I think it's Bills Eagles.
Max.
What? Well, what?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I'll get to it.
I'll say for me, I would absolutely love to see a Steelers Packers. Just to see like the way the Steelers are kind of coming up right now, and the Packers still are in the realm. Now, granted, both teams got to fix stuff, but man, that would feed families. But realistically, I see a Chiefs and honestly Bucks Super Bowl.
Bucks.
I see a Chiefs and Bucks Super Bowl, man.
Please no.
Baker's hot. Baker's hot, and the Chiefs are still the Chiefs, but yeah, I can see that.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
You go next.
You can go next.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Super Bowl that I want to see is basically the Super Bowl I wanted to see last year, but that didn't happen. Bills Lions.
Okay.
What are we realistically going to get? I am going to puke saying this. Realistically, I think we're getting Chiefs Eagles 3.
Fuck no.
Wow.
Don't do that again.
Yeah,
Please, man. This is the most open the NFL has been. I do not want us to end up with a fucking Chiefs Eagles again.
No. Hold on. I changed that question. Changed it. Realistically, there's just a feeling in my gut, right? There is a feeling in my gut that we're going to see Chiefs Packers.
Something
in my gut is telling me. Because remember this, right? Steelers Packers Super Bowl back in like 2010, 2011. Nobody had the Packers going to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was going to say this is also
27 thing, man.
Yeah,
the 27 thing.
The thing with Jordan Love being 27 and potentially winning his first Super Bowl is something. but I don't know,
He
man.
didn't lose on
Jordan
his
Love's
birthday.
stupid. I don't know, man.
I'll tell you this: he did lose on his birthday.
I don't think that'll matter though. Like there's just something in my gut that's telling me that's going to be the Super Bowl this year.
You know, there is another Super Bowl that I have in mind. I know I said there's one of each, but I think that there's another good Super Bowl that I think we can get. Rams Chiefs.
Rams Chiefs. That's a realistic one.
Maybe.
Rams Chiefs.
You know what? Let's let Max say his.
Yeah, true.
I think mine, y'all gonna be like, oh, whoa, all right, so, the wishful ones right now, I guess. My funny one is the Ravens coming all the way back and just winning straight out and just go straight to the bowl against, I don't know, fuck it, against either the Eagles, Packers, or the Buccaneers. But I think I don't know why it just came to my head first of a game I really want to see in the Super Bowl. But honestly, I'd be down for a Colts Seahawks. I don't know, just something about that just speaks. That just speaks to me.
Now.
Wait, is this your wishful one? Is this your wishful one?
Would be pretty good. I'm not gonna.
It's a wishful one. I can't cause think about it, right? Who told you that? If you told me like a couple of years ago, you're gonna see Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold in a Super Bowl. That just sounds,
God.
That shit sounds great. And they both have great offenses and great defenses. I think they generally could go all the way. I'm not gonna lie to you. But but the realistic one, probably just gonna get Chiefs Eagles again. So might as well get ready for it.
Man, hopefully not, dude. This is the most open the NFL has been, bro.
I know, bro.
We cannot end up with another Chiefs Eagles again. We can't. Although I think
if not, and the Bills actually get it done, then yeah. But if not, then I think it's Chiefs Eagles.
Here's the thing I will say. I do think the Eagles have the better shot of making the Super Bowl than the Chiefs right now. But I really don't want to end up with the Chiefs Eagles again.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously we can go on and on about our matchups here, but man, honestly, Colts Seahawks, holy shit, dude. Like that would be the most out of nowhere Super Bowl matchup that nobody had, I
think it could generally happen.
That matchup would remind me of I know, completely different sport. That matchup would remind me of the 2023 World Series. Because nobody had the Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers going to the World Series that year.
Oh hell, absolutely not.
All right. I'll do one more wishful one. Colts, and let's go with the 27 Packers. Colts Packers
would be pretty good.
Colts Packers would be pretty decent.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Bro, I just want the Super Bowl to actually be different.
Ooh,
please, Lord.
Ooh, here's another wishful one. Colts, Lions.
Oh,
that'd be
that matchup would.
Oh yeah. Look, man. Look, we got to wrap it up soon anyway. But the Colts being as good as they are, I think they have a decent shot. But I'm very worried about their experience, dude. I'm worried about that part. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, I get it.
All right, guys. That is going to do it for our big episode of episode 9 of Talkin Football with Larlar. Appreciate everybody listening and watching. Thank you guys so much, and we will be back next week where we will talk about Week 10 of the NFL slate, talk about the injuries, talk about what's happened, and talk about Week 11 because whether we like it or not, the season is getting to a potential close sooner rather than later, so kind of crazy. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys would like to share who your Super Bowl 60 matchup could be, either one wishful or one realistic one, or you could just bob off a bunch of matchups as you can think of, put them down in the comments below. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Keep pounding.